Wait, where's Ziggy?
I don't know. I'm messaging him now.
We should wait a sec to see if he's gonna come.
Oh, and response. Well, in the meantime, welcome everybody to Session 19, the session you will all undoubtedly hate.
Oh boy.
I
What is it he
mean,
doing to us this time?
Who
are
remember?
you sure that we're going to hate it? As I said, I am perfectly... I enjoy horrible things happening to my characters on occasion.
I mean, you guys are okay with Taran becoming the crowned king of all 4 elemental nations?
We are not okay with this. I don't know where you would get the impression that we are.
I mean,
okay with this.
that just gives us a great new trajectory on assassinating the World Emperor.
Izzy, did you redo some of the visual stuff for Avatar? Because, like, all the roles now have the little Sentinels box around them.
Yeah, I noticed that too as soon as I came in. I think it might have updated.
Neat.
Which, yeah, it was the first thing I noticed. I'm like, huh, that literally was not there this afternoon when I was working on some stuff.
How many para points was the total last session?
I believe 4. It should be in the question.
Okay.
Hence why they're all pinned. Yep, 4 hero points.
Cool.
Uh,
I'll turn that into +4 because I'm going to guess that it might be necessary to have one of those to burn in a bit.
is everybody using it on pluses, or... Nick, are you still doing Kono?
I have been planning on continuing to do that because, yes.
Fair.
Well, I was thinking about getting a contact, but that might wait until we're actually leaving the area and see how all the fallout goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might bank mine for now.
Okay, as pluses. Because you can't bank hero points indefinitely.
Right.
You just get pluses.
Yeah, you
This system is weird.
Yeah, it's... again, like, having seen... Comparing this to how we were doing it in Pokemon, I'm okay with it, but at the same time, I'm like, I do want a better route towards, like, character development from session to session.
Yeah.
Like,
That's fair.
I'm not a super fan of...
There's the problem in Pokemon of that, like, we did get to, by the end, upgrade every guy
Everything.
at least once for most of us, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which maybe might have been a little too much.
Yeah. I mean, I think Nick and I were talking about just getting rid of the hero points, or having you, after you've earned one from a principal, you can then use it in that session. But there was somebody online who was talking RPG stuff. They're like, you can spend hero points to gain these bonuses for almost in perpetuity.
Well, there's Ken.
Oh, we do have a Kenzie. Okay.
You wanted to start.
I did!
Why don't you ever want to wait for your friends, Izzy?
Kenzie, just so you know, this session is going to suck. I wanted to spare Kenzie and Ziggy while the rest of you were subjected to the sucking. I was trying to be a good friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Izzy, that's gaslighting talk there.
Hello, I'm here. Sorry.
Hello. What do you mean that's gaslighting talk?
Gaslighting talk. You're like manipulating our thoughts with that.
Mm-hmm.
He has to practice.
I have to practice manipulating your thoughts.
He's getting married.
Is that really?
I mean,
is that
gaslighting, I'm pretty sure, is not a skill you want to develop in advance
that
for
how you-
marriage.
Is that how you view marriage?
Yeah, I'm not sure gaslighting is a skill you should be preparing for marriage.
I'm not preparing that skill. That's something that Kenzie is apparently talking about with 2020 hindsight.
I don't know. You're the one that's mastering it.
Am I really, though? What did I just say? Also, hi, Ziggy.
Hey, Ziggy.
Alright, so now that you're all here, everybody, welcome to Session 19, the Session of Great Suck.
Wait, is he here?
I don't know. I still don't believe you.
Okay. You don't... Okay.
Wait, is Lorna here?
Lore's flying to the East Coast tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that had already happened.
That's tonight.
So our primary goal this session is to change it from suck to blow.
Whatever you say, Darth Helmet.
I wonder how many other demons I can release because Lore's not here.
So, who remembers what happened last time? For everybody who was not pulled into a private chat.
I broke a mountain.
You did break a mountain. What else?
We had a bunch of training montages.
Yeah, we had a training session with the Avatar and Hotaru. Some very unkind things were said. And, Hotaru had to work through some stuff. And, let's see. Nara spied on Kakan. And then, comforted/assaulted Hotaru. Then we came back. And now we're part of the circus, where we were part of the show. Kakan was a tree.
Yes,
then there was some fog that started rolling in that Hotaru recognized, and then everything hit the fan, and that's where we stopped.
Oh, my matches didn't work because I tried to light the people on fire.
Because we turned them off.
I met an old lady who called...
It was really rude.
I met an old lady who called me an entitled millennial.
Yes.
No, it would be good Ziggy, it would be good if it hit the fan because then there wouldn't be any more gas.
All right. So, speaking of said gas, I did say I will give some of you reactions, and by some of you, because of the rolls last week and proximity as to what you guys were doing, those two people are Han and Hotaru. Because Hotaru recognized the gas, and Han is currently backstage while the rest of you are on stage.
Han's not out there right now, right?
No, Han is backstage. So, to give you guys a very quick summary of what's going on, you are in a smaller tent. There is a wooden platform stage that all of you, except for Han and Hama, are standing on with Taryn. You were running through lines from the script, reading it out loud, and then from the back of the audience, Ringmaster Sagan was calling, pull in this set piece, draw the curtains over there, and, special effects fog. And when he did that, there was a bunch of stagehand around back, about half a dozen of them.
I thought we were auditioning.
No,
what happened to that?
You got the parts.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, you're doing a read-through. They brought over this device that was churning out, it's pretty much just like a oversized barrel that they dropped something in, and it was just creating this fog. And they asked Han to bend it onto the stage to have a cool effect as Fire Lord Minghua approached, flanked by Yira and Nara, and the most intimidating of trees.
Only the most intimidating tree.
Only the most intimidating. And that is pretty much where we left off. Hotaru, you recognized this citrusy almond smell. And Han, you're currently the one who's directing all this smoke. You guys are getting 2 immediate actions as everybody else...
So, hold on.
As
the smoke that Hotaru noticed is the smoke that Han is pushing?
Yes.
I was told to bend the smoke effect onto the stage, and apparently it is not what it purported to be, but I don't think I know that.
You don't know that presently. You will start noticing that as everybody on stage starts getting drowsy-eyed and is going to start dropping like flies, but Hotaru, you get an immediate action.
What's the stage like beneath my feet?
Are we back at full health?
No, you are not.
Fuck!
Hotaru, you are on a wooden platform. There is like a audience thing where there are no chairs set up, but the ringmaster is standing off there, which is dirt, and the above area is kind of a tent with curtains separating it from the backstage area where there's more wood stuff.
I'm gonna die.
My internal voice is screaming in my head.
Yes.
Internal voice, what should I do?
Is the internal voice Bazu now?
The internal voice is one of his children, I believe.
Yes. What do I know, son?
We can't hear him.
Sam.
So
I have to play now.
Part your small child wisdom. Do it.
Well, his wisdom was grabbing my face and screaming at me.
That seems like pretty good
wisdom.
That's pretty good wisdom considering the situation you're presently in.
What do I remember any details about the gas at all?
You remember where it was from. You remember it was incredibly fast acting, and you have no idea what else it is. You just have, because aroma is a very strong memory trigger,
Right.
And that's what helped you get to this point because you passed your check last week.
Okay. The gas hasn't reached me yet.
Oh, you're standing in it, but because you got an initial whiff, I'm assuming you're at least covered your mouth for the rest of it, which is why you're getting an action as a result of this. What are you doing?
100%. I would like to, the nearest patch of earth, just jump to it and immediately airtight seal encase myself in it.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
On
Han?
stage?
Nope, he jumped off stage.
Okay.
Han, you look over, and since that is the path Hotaru decided to take, you see the rest of the party falling unconscious on stage as Hotaru has encased himself in a ball of earth.
Can I see Han?
You are unconscious. That's
No,
why.
but before I passed out, could I see him?
He's backstage. You could not.
Damn it! I wanted to whimper and call out his name before I passed out.
Unfortunately, Izzy, I didn't think, since I didn't have earth underneath my feet, I figured I didn't have time to help other people.
Well, I wanted to know what your immediate reaction was, and that's what we're getting to. Han, having seen everybody starting to drop like flies, there's a couple of things you guys are now going to notice immediatly.
I mean, I can't see anything.
You can't see anything, so...
I can probably feel it, though. A little.
Well, you feel everybody dropping around you. Han, as you realize what that smoke is doing, are you doing anything?
Yes, I am going to basically be panicking and swirl and basically bend all of the gas out of an open window or an open spot in the tent using combat meditation.
Okay. Before you, I wasn't even going to have you roll. You start doing that. As you turn to flush it out the door, the source of it is still right next to you. You turn around and look, and you notice all the stagehands that helped you move the stuff in there are standing around you, and they all have those Fire Nation respirators on. The things that you would see the engineers from the airships wearing. And they're looking at you, and they're like, too late, Airbender. So here's how this works for the two of you. And again, this is the session of Suck. Hotaru, you have no visual, but you can hear clapping from the audience. And you know that the ringmaster was standing back there. Just like, impressive! I'm surprised you remembered what that smelled like.
Oh, no. Oh, I hate him. I hate him now.
So here's how this works for the two of you. And again, this is why I wanted to get started a little bit earlier. I'm going to change maps to you guys. This is a fight where you guys have 3 rounds before the smoke becomes overpowering. And you guys have 2 zones. The first zone is the backstage area, where, Han, you are presently surrounded by 8 Flying Opera Company members who have these rebreathers on. As you are standing in the back area, that barrel is still emitting this smoke. You get the first round for free. If you stay in the smoke beyond that, you will get a -2 persistent penalty to all attack actions. They are all minions back there. Hotaru, you are in Zone 2, which is the audience area, along with Ringmaster Sagan, who is a villain. Same deal, if you come into contact with this smoke, you will also get a -2 to attacks. You have 3 rounds before this smoke will eventually eat through your current shelter. If you guys choose, you may make a overcome action to launch one of your friends, one of your party members, from inside the tent to Zone 3, which is safety, and then if you also escape, you can pick them up and you guys can find shelter hidden away from everybody else.
Fuck.
So, the people that are on stage currently unconscious are Kakan, Nara, Yira, Minghua, Taran, Hama. Hotaru, you have jumped down and are encased in a ball of earth. Han, you are backstage surrounded by these 8 guys. Can you all see the map?
Yep.
Now, I do want this to be kind of a rapid combat because I don't want everybody to be just sitting around doing nothing. As I am saying that, I am giving you two the option right now. This is a 3-round combat, and I will show you the tracker. Would you like the villains to go on the same tick, meaning I will control who goes first? You just pass to villains, and I choose minions or villain because they are in 2 separate zones. Or do you want to call them out individually, and they will both be added to the tracker? There are benefits to both.
I don't know, Dan. I'm pretty sure I'd like it as just the villains as one thing.
I'm inclined to agree.
Okay. With this being said, it is the first round. Can you guys see the tracker over here?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
You have 3. Who's first?
Are we allowed to talk a little bit about this?
As I said, you guys get 2 minutes at the beginning of each round.
Okay. I'm doing quick math. We literally can't. Wait, no. We can just barely save everyone, but not ourselves.
If you guys are not there to pick them up as they are unconscious, I will say they will be recaptured.
Okay.
At least one of you has to get out.
So, Dan, in terms of like communication in this, like I think I can still hear, right? Izzy?
Yes.
So you probably have to call out to me because I definitely can't see you, and I don't know where you are.
Okay. So I was able to see. I was able to see Hotaru encase herself in stone, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and I go first.
Okay, yeah. No, if you so like, what are we thinking, Dan? What are we doing? Because I think we need to toss as many people away as possible and just get out of here.
30 seconds.
I agree. We need basically start tossing people. My priority is going to be Nara then Terran, because Nara and then the Avatar.
I'll probably prioritize Yura.
And then so here's the thing. One of the unconscious people and one of us is not getting out. Han is going to insist on being the one that stays.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yes.
Let's just start tossing people away.
Yep. Okay. So Han, I know it's environmental targets. Can I use combat meditation to help use overcomes to move people out?
Is he?
Yeah.
I'm reading combat meditation right now.
But
since they are unconscious, I will allow it for this instance alone.
Yes, that's the thing. Basically, I'm yeeting them, or like yeeting stuff that is knocking them out of the thing.
Okay, you unfortunately can't use combat meditation.
Why can I? Oh wait, right, because we're in green.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll have to do a regular overcome.
Yeah.
Can I use Principle of Freedom?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Oh,
all right.
This is going to be great.
All right, Han is going to basically run over to basically get away from the backstage area.
This is a separate zone. It will take you can overcome from where you are with your bending.
Okay.
If you transition over, that's your turn.
Oh, okay. Then no, we're just going to go ahead and at this point we're going to use.
Like you both can affect the stage area. You cannot affect each other.
Okay.
You may want to call out to me, like I said.
No, I'm going to. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking real quick. we're not going to do that. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to roll. I guess it's going to be range combat plus air.
Sure.
And green, and so we'll use Principle of Freedom, and we're trying to get Nara out of the scene.
Okay. Roll it.
8.
8 succeeds. You have successfully launched Nara. Nara, guess what? You're going for a
Yeet my ass!
Eat the child.
The child has been yeeted, and since
Yeet down to safety.
Eat the child for her health.
And since there's no twist, you and
Also,
Nara.
Dan, I was muted, but when you said you volunteered to stay behind, I made such an indignant sound.
All right, Han, who are you passing to?
It's probably villains. We don't want to have that ever
Let's
have control.
give
Well,
it to the villains. As much as I don't like that, yeah, we'll do that.
well,
Okay.
actually, let me ask, before you do. Let me ask a question, Izzy.
Mhm.
The villains can't pass it back to themselves, can they? If they end the turn with it, because there's only one of them.
They cannot.
Okay,
When-
then never
actually,
mind. Then
give it to
Hotaru's
me.
going first.
Yep.
Okay. Hotaru.
Okay. Well, we're going to. So Izzy, do I have to? No, I gotta save them. I'll try to keep as much like dirt and earth around me as I can, but I'm gonna prioritize getting them out of there, not keeping myself clear of the gas.
All right. You managed to like fend it off for a little bit longer, but it's eventually going to overtake you since you had to break the bubble.
But if I took a turn to like protect myself, that would be a whole turn.
Yes, you would.
So, okay, let's. Like I said, I think Yira's the one to get out of here.
Okay, you're picking Yira. Interesting.
I have reasons for that.
I'm fine with that.
Yura would be my last pick right now.
Listen. I've got. This is a trauma decision, okay?
Oh no, in character, Yura would be my last pick, but it also makes sense to be your first pick.
Yeah. All right. So roll it, Wex.
Can I use principle of self-preservation here?
You are not. Self-preservation would be you're getting yourself out, not helping others to get out.
I'm preserving my mental sanity right now, Izzy.
Nope. If you want character growth, that means that principle is switching.
Fine,
But-
principle of great power. I can use that too.
Okay.
Nah.
No.
Okay.
Yep.
Did it roll? No, I have to do the roll.
It even shows the colors of the healthy ring. I love it.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
Definitely using a collection on that one.
To get Yira out.
Yep.
All right, Yira, you have been yeeted.
And going to use my reaction to refresh my collection.
Okay. And now it's
Pass.
Yep.
Past villains.
All right. Yeah, no, Sagan is going to be like, "Oh, I wish you didn't do that." Of all of them, I wanted her the most. And he's going to come over, draw a rapier in one hand, and unfurl his bullwhip in the other. He, too, is also wearing one of those Fire Nation gas masks.
He too.
Ah,
It all
now
makes
we
sense.
know where the trauma's going for everyone.
So,
All the pieces coming together.
all the pieces coming together. He's going to flick the bullwhip on your side.
Wait, I don't get it.
Don't worry about it, Kenzie.
Another character from the previous
15-year-old trauma. It's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
He's going to flip the bullwhip by your side and then like make for a stab at you with the rapier. And as he's diving in with the rapier, the bullwhip is going to pull back and slap you in the back of the head for... Hold on, what's your dice right now? Okay. Where is that attack? 8 damage. You cannot use reactions or defend against it.
Wait, what?
8 damage. You cannot use reactions or defend against it.
Dan, I'm going down next turn.
Great.
Like, I can't protect myself against this.
This is gonna be fun.
Then, Dan, you have 7 attacks incoming.
Okay.
We're in different zones, yeah.
You are in different zones. Okay, that's very average. 9.
Let's see. I'm trying to remember. Does hit the deck have any penalties associated?
You have to take a minor twist.
You will take a minor twist. It will only block one of them, though.
Okay. I think we probably still need to.
I can't affect him, right, Izzy? Because he's in a different zone.
You cannot. You can affect the people on the stage.
All right. Yeah, we'll roll. I guess I'll roll coins to block one of the attacks.
Okay, roll it. Oh, that is unfortunate, sir.
Yep,
Dan, you
that
have a
didn't work.
Dan, you have a collection.
You do have a
Yeah, you know what?
I mean,
Fuck
your
it.
collection is a reaction.
Yeah,
Dan
collect.
reaches into his pocket to pull out coins, and just like a bunch of them come scattering out, and he just starts fumbling for them.
Yeah, let's go ahead and use the collection on that.
Okay, 10. So because none of these guys rolled above a 10, I'm just going to say collectively, because they're all attacking you in tandem, you're just knocking off 10 damage that you just took.
That sounds good to me.
Okay, take 16 points of damage.
Okay,
Jesus Christ.
I am also going down next turn.
So,
We're fucked.
the next round begins. I'll actually give you guys the option of who you would like to go first. You now have access to yellow. You both know what you're up against. Do you save other people or do you save yourselves? Knowing if both of you go down, no one is saved.
Hotaru, I think story-wise you should go first.
I like that. Hotaru, I'm passing to you. So what are you choosing? Did Wex go silent?
I'm sorry, my mic was muted. Dan, you got to say something to me here.
Get out.
What? Can I grab someone on the way out with me?
No, you may not.
Fuck. I am going to look at everyone. Look at the ringmaster with a look of pain and hate and yeet myself away.
Roll your yeeting.
And now I'll use principle of self-preservation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plan
yeet, good plan.
Let's actually do this with lava bending, so I blow up enough of the stage that maybe he can't follow.
Okay. I'd say don't roll a 1, but yeah, you can't. You can't. Yeah. Okay.
Nine should be a complete success.
It is. Okay, you have successfully yeeted yourself. Han, I'm assuming it's going to be your turn.
Yep. So, well, we're in yellow now, so I can use combat meditation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to spend a +4 and yeet Terran.
I'll be right back. I'm getting tea, and I'm also unconscious.
Mike did not pick it up, but you could not. My sigh was
Look,
just.
It's what I do in character.
Yep.
So let's see. So air. All right. So max plus min. So I'm at a -2, right? So net +2.
You're only at a penalty for attacking.
Oh, okay. So never mind. So this is a +4.
Also,
I also have something in mind for if I happen to wildly succeed, but we'll see.
Sure.
Also, am I able to use Principle of Freedom again?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
6.
Okay,
6.
so that is a 10 with the +4.
Oh, a 10, right. You used a +4. Okay. Completely succeeds. You are yeeting the avatar.
Is it possible for me to have airbended the bison whistle to Terran?
I will say yes.
Okay.
Okay. And, well, the ringmaster has no other targets, so he is just going to start cuffing the people left on the stage very angrily. And you're going to get attacked. You might get lucky, Dan.
I mean, I won't get lucky for 2 rounds. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have anything else I can do here, so I can try hitting the deck again for all the good it's going to do.
Sure. Oh, that's...
No defense.
5. I guess I'm going down.
11, 22...
Truly a shock. We would never have figured out this would happen.
26...
Yeah, I'm down.
29.
Yep, I'm down.
Okay. That was much quicker than I thought it was going to be, so the pain can now stop. Han, you are immediately overwhelmed by these people using different swords, spears, etc. And right as you're about to go down, the one in the back that's pointing at you sticks an index finger out and fire erupts from his finger to hit you square in the face.
Oh.
And you go down. With that, we're going to I'm going to accelerate this a little bit. Wex, you obviously... I'm assuming Hotaru is smart enough to realize you got 3 people to protect presently.
Yep.
And you're going to drag their asses off into the woods.
I mean, I don't really have to drag them.
Yeah, you don't. You skirt them away from the circus.
I mean, I hate to say it, I probably was the better person here because I can get people out easier as a group.
Giant flying discus.
Giant flying discus.
Basically.
Okay.
But my dad is amazing.
So, I'm going to say this happens a little timey-wimey right now. Otaru, as you are all leaving, like, throughout most of the night, you're going to see people wandering around searching for you guys. I'm not going to make you roll a check. You can pretty trivially see them coming because most of them will be carrying sources of light. And you're noticing the ones that are, like, really off and isolated alone are generating their own light.
Also, pretty hard to find a group of people underground.
Yeah, that too.
You know.
Oh, wait, so you're taking everybody underground?
I'm going to I'm very carefully doing so.
Okay.
I say, can we breathe?
I'm going to be opening, like we're in the forest. I'm basically going to be, like, opening a small tunnel and kind of digging us, like, mini molehills.
Okay.
So we have, like, there is enough, like, air coming in, and every once in a while I'll just move our location and, like, kind of be the scout to, like, pop up just to see where they're at and then move us again. Realistically, there's no way they can find us unless they have another earthbender.
Yeah. Okay, you're going to be doing this for probably most of the night. Nara, Taryn, and Yira are going to be unconscious throughout. And, like...
What the hell was that smoke?
You're still unconscious. As, like, the sun is starting to peek over the mountains, Ringmaster's just like, forget it! It's time to move out. Grab everything we need, burn the rest. And he's going... A bunch of the circus hands have already, like, been packing stuff up over the past couple of days. They're actually going to throw the prisoners, everybody that you know, the people that were on stage, a few other people from the village, Kono included, into the back of the tank train. And they're lashing a couple of carriages to the back of it. And the tank train is then going to set off westward.
Which compartment are we in?
The third one.
Okay, and where is Thomas located?
The first one.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
So do I wake up before the rest of them?
I was going to say you're all going to wake up at the tail end of this because they have spare gas. And they're just going to keep intermittently gassing you guys. You will get bits and pieces as it... I'm very much hand-waving this midsection because I'm pretty sure I know what the 4 that are left are going to be doing. And I don't want to have a journey montage.
That's fair. It is just the thing of, like, there's lots of ways could try and escape.
It's true. Actually, as you are starting to wake up, you're actually going to hear a, very timid voice in the back of your head, Rizik, whenever you're in contact with the metal floor saying, "They found us. They found us. Don't make them take me back. Don't let them take me back." You recognize Thomas's voice.
Yeah, no, I know.
Anyway, around, I'm going to say high noon the following day, after they have pretty much cleared out and what remains of the tents are either in disarray for the carnival, some of which have been set ablaze, the rest has just kind of been left for whatever. I'm going to say Yira, Nara, and Taryn will start to wake up.
I mean, we're probably still underground, and I'm barely, like, awake at this point.
Okay.
Like, I'm just... Probably what I would have done is just note the direction they left. Like, how long have they been gone before everyone wakes up?
They would have left around sunrise. You guys would be... They would have been waking up around noon, so... Between 5 and 6 hours head start.
Okay. In that case, I am going to try to follow them while carrying everyone, and it's going to get a little sloppy around like 11 o'clock. And probably just at a certain point, I'm just going to collapse.
So you cannot possibly keep up with the tank train. It's leaving very deep marks into the road, and it is, unlike Rizek, who avoided a lot of terrain obstacles, they are plowing through it in a straight line.
I don't care. I'm still trying to follow it.
That's fair. Make me an awareness check.
Okay. Like, I am pushing myself, even knowing that I cannot keep up.
Okay. Underground or above ground?
Above. I can move faster, and they clearly aren't following us anymore.
Okay. Roll me awareness. Okay.
That's a real good roll.
Yeah. As you're like trying to carry Yira, Nara.
That's actually a maximum roll.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh crap! 6, 10, 10 on a 6, 10, and 10.
Maximum as that roll could have been.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. You notice as you're like grabbing Taryn, Yira, and Nara. There's a small object that just kind of like falls out of Taryn's pocket, and you recognize it to be Han's bison whistle.
I'm gonna grab it. Is it on like a string or anything?
It's on like a little necklace string, yeah.
I think it basically like just like hangs.
Where was BB last?
Last you remember was probably in the tank train, but you're not sure.
I'm gonna blow the whistle.
I can't make the sound effect, but assume you hear the flying bison.
Assume those would be like dog whistles, where it's like a frequency we can't hear.
That's exactly what it is. And yeah, from up over in the mountains, BB comes flying down with a small fox on its back.
I forget, how big is BB?
BB is big enough to hold about 2.5 adults.
Think like a Russian bear dog.
Yeah.
Shit, I mean, we could just leave Taryn and then we could just go after him.
Yeah, if you left Taryn, you guys would be flying at full speed. BB could probably fly with all 4 of you. It would just be a little bit slower.
Is BB faster than me? I assume BB is faster than me?
Yes. BB has air. Even slowed down, BB is faster than you.
Okay. Then I'm like, does BB land near me?
Yep, nope. Lands right next to you. You get a big old rough tongue lick from the chin to forehead.
I just hug BB and start crying.
Yeah, and I'll say that is about when Yira, Nara, and Taryn will probably start waking up.
That's fair. Probably they get a slightly rude awakening because whatever we were riding on just collapses as I just kind of collapse sobbing into BB.
Are you okay?
What?
Oh. They're gone. He took him. He took him. He took him. He took him.
Who took him?
What?
The ringmaster.
Am I awake now?
Yes, you're awake.
Oh, okay.
I know. My son just asked if I was okay.
Oh.
I am fine,
He's
my
fine.
son. It's called acting, buddy. I'll teach you.
He's doing play pretend.
Pretend, bud.
Okay, you ready to go to bed? Say goodnight to Daddy. Yes, say goodnight.
That's my YouTube playing. I was wondering who was talking.
Hey, Granny, come on.
Okay. Grammy, go to bed, bud. I love you. Mwah. Okay, am I still here?
Yep, you're still here. So
Yeah, okay.
Who with your feels?
Who took them? Who was taken?
The ringmaster. I think they're Fire Nation. We couldn't save you all. I couldn't save you all. I couldn't do it. It just wasn't enough time.
Be fine.
They're leaving a giant trail. We can follow them. Terran's just like so confused. Like, I don't understand. They can't be Fire Nation. They took me in after the Fire Nation destroyed my home.
He knew, Yira. He knew about the gas. He knew what it was.
Gas? What gas?
What gas?
That was smoke.
No, it was gas. It was the gas that knocked you out. It was the gas that knocked me out. The same gas they kept me prisoner with.
Ah.
What?
How I knew.
No, that's not right. He's been introducing me to powerful benders from across the nation to try to trade me. I mean, they never wanted to stick around for very long, but...
I'm just ignoring him. Yira, they took them. I couldn't stop them.
Where's my dad?
Got you out before he went down.
What do you mean went down?
Thank you, Nora. We're going to have to be careful because your dad's in trouble.
What do you mean? No, he... What?
Kira's going to basically slowly, like, stagger up from still having dealt with a paralytic.
I also look around and I go, where's Minghua? And where's Uncle Rizik?
Assuming that all of them are with Flying Opera Company.
We have to go get them.
Yep.
We have to go now. If they did that to us, who knows what they're going to do to them?
Not sure whether I'm more worried for Han or Rizik, right?
I don't know where Rizik was. I didn't see him.
Well, assuming they have the tank train, they probably have him.
They have Thomas?
I don't see Thomas anywhere near here.
Who's Thomas?
You've seen the tank train, Taryn. That's what its name is. Its name is.
Actually, you guys have not shown anyone the tank train.
Yep.
Well, he's seen tank trains, hasn't he?
No!
No,
It's a prototype!
Well, no, not ours specifically, but there's other ones that look like it, right?
no.
Not really.
No.
Oh.
Because you're mega in the past.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rizik's invention is pretty unique right now.
Yeah. It's one of a kind, arguably.
Well, how am I? I'm a child. How the fuck am I supposed to know that? I just assumed that one of these things.
But Nara's right. We're going to have to. Tara, how long has it been?
When were we put in on the show?
Previous day.
Like when? Evening, morning, midday?
Round dusk.
We've been out since last night. They left about 5 hours ago. I tried to keep up, but I couldn't do it. Not fast enough.
None of us are fast enough to keep up with Thomas. Straight line. Izzy, from the giant destruction they're leaving, I'm rolling to see if I can figure out where they're probably going.
If you guys actually get on BB and are flying, you'll have a much better vantage for that, and I'm not even going to make you roll.
I was going to say, if I have to roll to get on BB, I'm going to make the roll, but...
I crawl on BB. I'm like, hey girl, you think we can follow that? We need to find Han.
You have to find Dad.
Yep. Yeah, no. As soon as... Are you guys taking Taryn, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We're not just leaving him here.
Okay.
We can't.
We could, actually.
You could.
No,
There is nothing stopping you from leaving him. Whether or not
Is he
that...
stopping?
I would be so
Enabler.
fucking mad at you guys.
I have to do Dad proud and save this asshole.
Okay, so as you guys are all seeing the map, right?
Yep.
Okay, so as you guys are flying, you're passing by the mountains from whence you came, and it's actually going. I'm gonna draw this in red. It's going in a northwesterly direction. Are you guys just going to stay on BB and fly this throughout, or are you going to make any stops?
I don't think we have a reason to stop.
Okay, I'm asking just in case.
I would like to have maybe a little dialogue as we fly, if that's all right.
That's fine. I'll let you do that now.
So, Yira, do we have a plan?
Too much right now relies on where they are and what's around them. If they wind up making camp like we did, we know Thomas better than they do, presumably.
They know we're still out there, though. The Ringmaster probably knows we might be coming after them.
Oh, I'm certain. Well, I don't know BB's here. But what I'm most concerned about is they're heading in a direction of where the Fire Nation invaded. If they make it to a city that's been taken or any sort of fortress, it's going to get a lot harder.
Do we have a bounty out on our heads?
Maybe.
At the very least,
Me and Yira probably.
Rizlik and I certainly do.
If I don't, it's only to keep me secret, not because they're not looking for me.
Mm-hmm. But
Yira, I need you to promise me something.
what's that?
Promise me you're going to help them.
I'm going to help them.
Actually help them. I glare like fire at you.
Okay, which of them are you talking about?
Our friends.
Yes.
Good. Because I need to know I didn't make a mistake by saving you instead of someone else. And I go quiet at that.
Going to help them. You might not like what winds up happening, but at very least the Ringmaster, let alone the other members of the Flying Opera Company. Because as outnumbered as we are, this is not a fight that I can afford to hold back with. But we're going to get them out.
I hope so.
All right. For a plan. Taru, you bit Terran.
Yes.
Looking at him too. The main thing that we're going to have to do first is control them. Earthbending. If Thomas is immobile, we make sure he can't start moving. If we catch up while he is, we have to make sure they stop. Nara, you can talk to him. Right?
I'll try.
I sigh and let out a exhausted laugh. Is this just your way of getting me to train him?
No. Frankly, Terran, you're not ready for active combat, but we don't really have a choice right now.
I'll try my best.
I'm sure you will.
What you got?
Okay.
However, this is going to be dangerous. Perhaps more so than anything else, we can't afford to let them catch you. Delivering bounties to the Fire Nation, I can't imagine, or are actually loyal. I can't imagine. that the Avatar wouldn't be on the top of their list.
Can I meta interrupt for a minute?
Mm-hmm.
Nick, where's your comfort spirit?
Also captured, I believe.
Yes.
Okay.
What was her name?
Kono.
Kono. Yeah, hot Kono.
Okay. If you have a plan, I think I need sleep for a little if I'm going to be of any use to anyone.
Get some rest. You did a lot, and thank you.
Okay.
That's what you do. That's what you do for friends, Yira. If you can think of people that way. And I go to sleep on that note.
Yira's going to roll her eyes at that.
Okay. So,
But for talking, I'm actually going to look at Nara for a bit. Nara,
Yes.
I've avoided pressing you on this before for a variety of reasons. What can Bazu do to help?
Bazu's just Bazu. He's my friend. I don't know, I've never really explored what I can do with him.
If there's ever a time, please try
He-
talking to him and see what he can do.
Okay. Bazu, do you have any ideas on how we can get my dad back?
I think the best way to do this, kid, is you gotta keep it simple. Sneak in, sneak out. No one sees us. No one knows we were there. It's like we were never there to begin with. Simple, easy.
I relay that to Yira.
It's like a game of hide and seek and tag mixed into one.
I'm good at those.
I know.
And Nara, do you remember what happened when you were in that town? Where you got really mad after Minghua was hurt?
Kinda.
Can you ask him about that? And whether he can help you out without you being that angry?
Oh, when I go all glowy?
Yes.
Bazu, can I go all glowy when I'm not upset and in danger?
We can try, Kit. It's gonna be really taxing on you.
Why?
You're still young. I don't know if your body can handle it.
I relay this to Yira.
But if you need me to, I can lend you some of my strength.
Yes, I have to save Dad.
Keep that for an emergency then.
That's mostly what we've been doing.
Not like this, we haven't.
True.
But getting in silently, if they're camping in the middle of the night, we get in silently, we get everyone out. That is the best situation. And then once everyone's awake, we can go about saving Thomas.
I bet Thomas could help us.
If he's able to control himself and do so. I wouldn't bet on that, considering, well, he's currently driving away, presumably with the people he knows held prisoner.
I don't think he's tried to drive himself before. We've done it for him.
Well, we can try. Like I had said, if it comes down to a fight, I'm going to hit them as hard as I can, as fast as I can. And Taryn.
Mm-hmm, yes?
Once you finish earthbending, stay safe with BB.
Okay. I'll keep her safe. But shouldn't I be going in and helping all of you?
No, Dad would kill us.
Taryn, if we go in, we need to get out. Your job for that is going to be making sure there's a way out. Keeping watch and stopping anyone and making sure they can't stop us.
Yeah, you have the most important role.
Hmm.
Okay. I'll do it. Just because you believe in me.
Can I roll leadership to try and like give him a boost that will last into the next fight?
Sure.
No.
That is a 7. That would be a +2.
Cool.
Okay. Alright, so after you guys have had these conversations, I'm going to time skip you guys a little bit. The first thing to note is BB is still kind of small and will need to rest every, 12 hours or so, like before, taking back off again. With that in mind, you're not really going to have a chance to catch these guys with their pants down. But
unless we throw somebody off, right?
Even then, they've got a head start on you. They're moving quicker than you guys, and it's going to take you guys several days. And as you are heading farther northwest, the area is beginning to look familiar. The area of your previous campaign, and
that's really far, is it?
Yeah, several days.
I thought that would take way more than that.
You guys have flight, and again, you traveling downwards with Thomas the first go around. Rizik was keeping to the back roads. These guys are literally plowing through forests, not caring about the kind of destruction they're causing.
That's not good.
It's literally a straight line. Like, if there's a small hill or something, they're, plowing through the center of it and just, breaking it in half. That's what this thing was literally designed to do.
Omashu, and is it under Fire Nation control at that point, then?
Omashu is not under Fire Nation control. They seem to be heading farther northwest than that, into where you will actually have to start worrying about, Fire Nation border patrols.
I feel like the smart thing is take a very brief pit stop in Omashu to get food, anything for Baby to make them more comfortable, and see if we can contact, the Earth Kit to inform him about what had happened here.
Okay. I'm going to pause you guys for a few minutes, because you've gotten a bit of spotlight. We're going to actually jump over... By the way, everybody, you can heal back up to full.
Hey. Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Even the people that were kidnapped?
Yep. You've been knocked out with gas. That is not stopping your wounds from naturally healing.
Cool.
With that, I'm going to ask who would like to go first of those of you that are not free? Han, Kakan, or Rizik?
I wasn't mind going first.
I was not...
I'll go first.
Okay.
No preference.
I was not actually expecting this combination of you guys.
I was gonna ask, who did you think was going to get caught?
Yeah, I'm really interested as well.
Doesn't matter.
No, come on.
No, doesn't matter. No, doesn't matter.
Idea. We're curious.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Did it happen? I'll tell you guys at the end of game.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so who would like to... So, Kakan and Han, you both expressed interest in going first. Which one of you would actually like it?
Kakan can go. I got to do stuff earlier.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. Hold on a minute. So, Kakan, your head is, pounding as you, eventually, regain consciousness. You haven't felt this wiped out since back when you first had your procedure. This took a lot out of you. And as you open your eyes and look around, you find yourself in a small room, chair, table, bed, and some Fire Nation delicacies laid out on the table. Very clean.
Let's see. I assume I'm the only one in this room.
You are the only one in this room.
I will eat the meat. Is there a window or anything? A door?
Oh, yep. There is a again. It's a clean like stone room. Uses some nice. It actually looks like almost marble. Like very well made. Very pretty. The bed is very soft. Has extra fluffy pillows on it. It almost looks kind of like a mini apartment. And yeah, there's a door with a window in it, and off to one side.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm going to eat the meal, and then I'm going to try to leave.
Poison.
Okay.
Could be.
So you eat the meal, and then you immediately fall back unconscious. No. No. As you go to leave, standing in front of you is a Fire Nation guard. Turn around and just be like, "Oh, sir!" Immediately salute you. And just like, "Oh, welcome back, sir." I'm sorry. I've been instructed to immediately notify the major as soon as you come to consciousness. Would you kindly follow me to her office, please?
Khan will nod. Oh, very well.
Oh, I'm sorry, not major, colonel. My mistake.
Colonel.
Okay. The colonel.
Okay. I'll nod and say very well.
Excellent. I've been told to give you the VIP treatment, sir. If there's anything you need, it has been a very long time since you have apparently graced the Fire Nation with your presence, and we are all very ecstatic to your return, especially with such epithets that you have apparently occurred to you for the past several months. It is truly an honor to be standing next to a war hero, sir.
Now, none of this sounds exactly familiar to Kakan, does it? Other than
if you ask him to elaborate, he will talk about deeds which were definitely you, and explain them in a much more grandiose thing, especially like you were. I see. Yeah, you.
Okay. I get. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Okay.
All right. I believe I was brought here rather suddenly and with compatriots. Where are they?
Compatriots, sir? Oh, that's right. I was told you were part of the undercover group. Sent to root out all dissenters and people that were causing trouble for the homeland. I knew someone as skilled as you would be doing that, sir. Yes, no, they are around. They are restocking and preparing to go out on their next mission.
This doesn't seem right.
Oh.
But I will allow it. All right. I'll let him take me to the colonel first.
Okay. So you follow, and as you're walking around, you realize you are in some kind of fortress. Like looking out over the walls, you see what looks like kind of a labor camp set up on one side. On the other side, you see a bunch of patrols, Fire Nation people doing basic calisthenics in full armor. Some of people are off in a training area practicing their bending. Others are shooting arrows at targets. What you would very much be used to as the typical military life on one side. The other side, you see firebenders with various weaponry standing over a bunch of people in shackles who are just kind of like mining away, building walls, finishing the fortification of this structure.
Looking out into the general, outside the walls, do I recognize where I am, general area geographically?
You would actually. You recognize, looking off over the cliffside, you see a river that's snaking up inland into the Fire Nation proper. And you actually looking over it, you see several villages, and then there's that what looks like a scar of earth where there probably was a village at one point. And you would know that area very familiar. It was the site of your last battle.
Okay. Yeah, I know where we are then.
Yeah. So you are led up into a office, sparsely decorated. It seems like there are bookcases upon bookcases here, with storing scrolls, leather-bound books. None of it looks like it's good, fun literature, and a large oaken desk in the very center of this. And sitting behind it is a middle-aged woman with a very stern look on her face. As the door's knocked and says, Colonel, you told me to inform you as soon as, and she's just going to hold up a hand and just be like, thank you. That will be all. Kakan, please, come in. Don't stand on ceremony. Kindly make yourself comfortable. I've heard much about you recently. Though, I'm sorry, but the reports seem to have eluded your rank. What is your current title in the Fire Nation Army?
I believe...
I don't actually remember what this was. I don't think you specified.
No, I mean, going by what... yeah, let's see. Let me, from what the lore said... Hold on, let me look at my backstory here. I believe, according to the director, my official rank was somewhat negligible. I suppose you could call it whatever.
Somewhat negligible? Well then, she's going to say, looking in her file, taking out a pen and just like quickly inking it in. I believe there is cause to give you an official title then, and she's going to rotate the paper around and slide it across the desk towards you. And in front of your name is the word Captain, which is like 2 steps below Colonel.
Yeah.
It's the least we can do. I was recently informed about how you, a loyal Fire Nation soldier, have endured so much adversity and, well, are willing to do whatever it takes for the good of the Fire Nation. And as you know, we have many people of interest, and I believe your skill set would make you a valuable asset to relocating those people and bringing them, well, back to the Fire Nation. I mean, that is the duty of, well, someone who would be as esteemed as a captain. Would you not agree?
Kakan is still kind of in shock of this very sudden promotion, especially since he technically deserted. This is quite the honor, Colonel. If I may, I have yet to be debriefed. Where is Commander Yira?
And that right there, Kakan, is why we promote people who would be deserving. You see, Yira is a wild dog, and is a person of interest to many people, myself included. We wish for her to be brought back to the Fire Nation, unharmed. She has left her country, and she's clearly lost sight of what is right and what is wrong.
This is under your orders, ma'am?
Oh, no. Not my orders. Though if I was permitted to give this order, I gladly would. Though this exceeds even my authority. No. The general wishes this. In fact, the Fire Lord wishes this. Yira has become a, rather interesting thorn in our sides. Very powerful firebender who decides to walk away, commit obvious treason. It's not right.
I don't understand, ma'am. Treason?
Yes, treason. Stealing property from the Fire Nation is considered treason. Not only that, but then gallivanting across the Earth Kingdom and showcasing our most secretive of projects for all to see. Could that be described as anything less than treason? I'm sure you're aware of the the transport that you recently came back in. A prototype that our finest engineers have been working on for decades. Finally got up and running. And now, gone. Disappeared without a trace. Because of Yira and some of her followers who were so weak-minded to defact with her. Now, a loyal Fire Nation citizen such as yourself, Kakan, would realize that we can't stand for that. Oh no. I won't stand for that. I won't let Yira undermine me again.
Again? Colonel?
She used to be my superior. She had wild ideas about the world. Thought that me and her and a few others could take this former city. And we did. And from the ashes that Yira caused and then left, leaving nothing but destroyed earth in her wake, I, through my promotion, have built this up into something strong, a symbol that the Earth Kingdom will know to fear, so they will never cross the Fire Nation as we spread our prosperity to all corners of the earth. Don't you want to help us spread the prosperity of the Fire Nation, Kakan?
Of course I do.
I know. You owe so much to the people in those labs. And yet you've given so much of yourself. I've heard from our spy master how intricate you've been over the past couple of days. You were able to fight off wayward spirits, I believe, is what he said. A skill that we are going to need much more help with in the homeland very soon. Oh, but I'm boring you. Come, follow me. I'll show you around the facility.
Khan is
confused.
Confused is the general, the long and short of it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Colonel, you said that this was under orders of which general exactly?
Oh, General Sakam.
Yes, of course, General Sakam. That would make sense, wouldn't it?
That's
yes,
my dad.
That's your dad. That's
Yeah,
your dad.
that's
That's your dad.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, follow me. Oh, I'm sorry. I never introduced myself, did I?
No, I'm sorry. We seem to have forgotten our pleasantries in a great many ways.
Well, obviously, I've heard of your expert dealings in the Earth Kingdom, and now it's so wonderful that you're returned back to us. So please welcome. And we do not need to stand on ceremony, Captain. You don't need to call me Colonel. You can just call me by my first name. Aiko.
Very well. Miss Aiko?
Aiko, if you're interested.
Yeah, thank you.
And as she's going to gesture for you to follow her, to start looking around the facility, Rizik or Han, who would you like to go next?
I'll give Rizik the first opportunity because I've already got to do stuff.
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay. So, Rizik, similarly to Kakan, you are also waking up in a room alone. Unlike Kakan, this is clearly like a solitary cell. There are bars on the door. You have like one of those shitty cots and like a steel chair and table, and you are still like cuffed.
Okay. Are there any other things for me to use here? I'm assuming I've had, since we've been traveling for several days, have worn off the cactus juice and pieced together the answers to the questions that had previously of the, oh shit, these people were Fire Nation engineers, oh shit, they are still Fire Nation.
Yeah. Yeah, you've easily done that. You're a smart guy. And especially from your current circumstance, it's not hard to figure that out. Looking around, you also have a door, no window, but it's barred, and you can clearly see the side of a Fire Nation helmet, standing guard outside.
So, I want to first see if I can manage to get rid of these handcuffs. What type of mattress do... I have a chair and a mattress, and what else in this room?
A table.
A table?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's not a fork or anything?
There's not
that, Sean.
There's not a what? Sorry, Sean?
There's nothing else in this, nothing else around, right?
Not particularly, no. I mean, you've got, like, a piss pot in the corner.
Does the mattress have springs?
Yeah, very, very old ones that don't really spring anymore, but they're in there.
Yeah, but that's somewhat flexible metal that I could use for lockpicks.
Yeah.
So, I think getting lockpick removed is probably first thing that... getting handcuffs removed is first thing I need to do.
Sure. Okay, what do you want to roll me?
Principle of Gearhead, gadgets, technology, and status.
Sounds good to me.
I'll take the 8.
Yep. Yep. You get a spring. You've got it in there. And they pop right off.
Okay, I would like to keep them not locked, but still on me. So if the guard ever looks into the room, they will still be there.
Okay.
And after probably a few minutes of not finding other materials to use in the room and not wanting to make the very loud noises of, well, I have to disassemble all of the furniture, I'm going to try, like, knocking on the door and saying hello at the guard outside.
No, he's gonna look startled as he's like, oh. Hey. What is it?
Well, I don't suppose you would mind telling me where we are at the moment?
We're in the Pohai Fortress.
Okay, and who's the person in charge of the Pohai Fortress?
That would be Colonel Aiko.
Do I recognize these names?
Oh!
He should at least get a roll for that.
Yeah, I was debating if I should just give it to him. Yeah, make the roll.
Lightning calculator 400.
8.
Okay, that is an 8 again, so...
Okay, yeah, you don't really remember any Colonel Aiko. You remember a Major Aiko was one of Yira's subordinates, who did, not, very specifically, not follow you guys when you were going to break Hotaru out.
Yeah, okay, quick other question. With the fact that with the metal in the room from the furniture, and can I set the mattress on fire? Can I get a spark and a fire going? Would that be something I could reasonably do?
Can I light the mattress on fire is my favorite start for this.
Someone please quote that, please. Roll me an overcome. I'll allow it.
Yeah. Well, basically, my plan at the moment is: can I get the mattress, and can I then it on fire to get the door open, which then lets me get out.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. Yep, roll it.
Okay.
The 9, yeah, that mattress is on fire.
That's a 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same.
So I'm going to be very panicked. Try to act very panic of the. Are you got of the thing of like? There's a fire here. Are you trying to? Are you trying to kill me? The things of like. Trying to act very panicked, trying to get them to open the door.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen for that. So the guard is going to open the door and then like level a spear at you and kind of back you into a corner, and then another guy is going to wander in, and this guy you recognize. Only instead of being in carny clothes, he's in a lab coat.
Yeah, and I was thinking of buying this guy as a contact. So I am going to try to see if I can just yell, Rianne, I can't believe you betrayed everyone like this.
He's going to wave his hand to pretty much douse the fire and say, betray? What do you mean betray? I haven't betrayed anyone.
You guys were claiming that you wanted to protect from the Fire Nation, that you were working on civilian vehicles.
I mean, I never said that. I was helping with civilian vehicles, because that's what I was ordered to do.
With you being from the energy division, can I at least ask you where the hell, what the hell you guys did to make to power the tank train? Where you where you took a child from?
It wasn't a child, it was a monster. We found it over in the middle of the ocean while we were pulling up some fish nets one day.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
I feel like I'm missing something.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I am too.
Don't worry. We're working on a more efficient energy source, and that thing will be disposed of at some point. Here, sit down. I wanted to talk to you because, believe it or not, like I was assigned to that group. It was beneath me. But after I met you and we talked, I think it would be a waste if you were going to rot away in a cell like this for the rest of your life. Think about it. We could help spread prosperity across the world. Isn't that why we do what we do? I want to make energy sources to power machines that can light up cities. You want to make transportation for civilians, non-benders. Isn't that why we do this?
And if that was what we were doing, instead of making weapons, letting people, just assisting everyone with this war, getting people killed, then that would be great.
But that's why it's important that the war ends. That's why we have to keep building bigger weapons, to end the war quicker. That way we can start building the world of our dreams. Think about it. Think about the progress that has happened in the Fire Nation in the past 30 years alone, in our lifetime. It's unprecedented. No one ever expected there to be this level of technology in the world at this moment. And yet here it is. We are a guiding light for every other nation, and we need to share that. And if they're too stubborn and go back to smacking rocks together with sticks, we have every right to teach them the better way to do things.
We can share technology without killing.
But
A world built... anything we build on a pile of corpses is not going to be worth it.
That's why we need to build weapons that don't cause death. Look at the gas. Non-lethal. Would have been actually easier to have poison gas. Think of the new exosuits I told you I was working on. I mean, very inefficient as far as power usage is concerned, but so many applications. Can do the work of an entire platoon. Think about the tank train that you worked on, the Rat. With that, combined with the exosuits, combined with all the new devices we've built, what would be a 100-day siege will be over in a matter of hours. Minimal bloodshed, minimal loss of life. I thought someone like you would have understood that. After all, you did ally yourself with Yira. And wasn't that her doctrine?
I allied myself with Yara because she realized how far the Fire Nation had gone, and realized how much death we were causing. That she realized the thing of, like, we aren't liberating these people, we're enslaving them or killing them.
The deaths of a few to save the lives of many. With our resources, our technology, we can save all the people that their own nations consider lost, useless, castaways, pariahs. Think about how many people right now in the Earth Kingdom are probably starving to death, hoping for a scrap of bread because they don't have the resources and the infrastructure to properly distribute their food. While people who sit up in high society buildings have the selection of the feast. We don't have that issue in the Fire Nation. Everybody gets a meal. Which is actually the worst way to die? Through starvation? Slow and painful, or a quick way?
And there are ways of solving those problems without war. There are areas where things are getting better and people that are working on improving it. Also, other question, am I closer to him, or am I, like, still held at spear point by the other person off in a separate corner?
I was going to say that the other guy, as soon as you guys started talking, would have probably meandered out the door.
Are they still standing, like, right next to the door, / is the door still unlocked / open?
The door would have been closed at this point. Rianne would have been in the room with you, probably sitting down at a table. You can make your way for the door if you wish.
Well, do I know that... Is the guard visible at the door, or... I'm trying to realize if I make my move, is it immediately I walk into a locked door, I'm now stuck?
The guard is still there. You are not The door is unlocked. You did not hear the clink. Like, you're not sure if it's because Rianne's there or if it's because they're trying to give you a modicum of trust. Look,
basically, my current thought is to... I know I'm not convincing him, even if I try to roll persuasion or anything. I am not that good at that. But I kind of want to reach the end of the conversation, try to make my way of walking him out to the door, and then make my move.
Okay.
Which is going to be, okay, well, slip the handcuffs off me onto him and bolt.
Okay. I'm going to need an overcome action from you.
Or would this be this?
That works. Yeah, so as, you guys are like, he's like walking into the door, he's like, look, Rizzik, you need to understand. I'm not your enemy. The Fire Nation isn't your enemy. Hell, I think if we put our heads together, we could do so much good for this world and end the war once and for all. Like, come on, won't you help me build that world? And he's going to hold out a hand for you to shake, making it incredibly easy for you to slap those handcuffs on.
Yeah, I'm going to reach out as if I'm going to shake the hand and be like, basically go, you're right, we could make incredible things together. We could help so many people. But the way we do that isn't through killing and slapping the handcuffs on him and bolting.
Okay. Make me an overcome to see if the guard gets you or not. As soon as you escape. That's it. You've never been in this facility before. You are in a freaking maze.
Yeah, but I feel like I can figure some things out. I'm going to spend my +4.
Okay.
I do not have... Principle of Discovery, I think, is only going to apply when I'm trying to find my way around this maze.
Yeah.
So, let's go with Lightning Calculator, Foreman Weapons Inventor for the I had to make my way through the bare minimum of basic training.
Sure.
At one point.
Sure.
And Status Die, and a +4 is being used on this. And
7.
What is level 7?
Succeeds, but with a minor twist.
I feel like I'm going to want to save the collections for later, so yeah, that's what I will take.
Okay. So, you manage to escape, the guard does not stop you, and you run off in a direction, and I'm just going to say, from behind you, the guy with the spear is, like, trying to stab at you, because you're obviously a escaped prisoner. As he's, like, stabbing, pretty much almost guaranteed to get right in your back, Rianne is going to push the spear off course, so it's going to nick your shoulder instead of hit you square in the back. Lose health equal to your mid die, please.
So 3?
3.
Okay, I was making sure not with the +4 I gave it.
No, it's the die, it's not the bonus.
Okay.
Alright, and with that, I think it's time for us to jump over to Han.
I have a feeling I am not going to be in a nice room.
No, you certainly are not! So, Han, you've never been in what you would say is a dungeon before. But as you wake up, it looks like you are in a dungeon. There's a bunch of cells pretty much scattered around the entire area. In the cell with you, you see the waterbender Hama and Minghua. And a few other people you don't recognize, but they're relatively clean. It does not look like they've been here for very long. As your eyes scan around the room, you see a lot of elderly people, a couple of, younger children, most of which are, coughing. And then at the far end of the room, you see what looks like to be this giant metal tube. And you would recognize this from when you guys had those shared visions with back in the swamp as the same kind of thing that Hotaru was put into. There's several of them kind of lined up on the back wall, and it looks like there's occupants in them. And as you're coming to, there's several people just like, oh, they're finally awake. Hey, where are you from?
Omashu.
They've even broken into Omashu now?
No, we weren't there at the time.
Oh. Well, wait, where'd they get you from then?
Whatever the name of that town is where we were with the opera company.
Tuzin.
Yeah, Kuzin.
Sure. They're just gonna be like, oh.
They've gotten that far south now, too?
Apparently. How long have you been in here?
Weeks? Couple of months? It's hard to really get a read on what time it is.
And as you're looking around, like, you are in a basement somewhere. There's no windows.
Yeah.
Like, I assume they come by every week or two with new people. Most of us end up in here and then they just stay and wait. You won't be here for long, though.
Why is that?
You look like one of the stronger ones. You an earthbender?
Not exactly. How many of us are benders?
All them.
He's pointing towards the metal tubes in the back.
Is that where the benders go, then?
Oh, the earthbenders who try to make trouble. They don't stick around for very long. It's been a while. They're probably going to be picking them all up and taking them to a labor camp soon. If you're not a bender, there's a chance you might not go. But I'd recommend looking really weak when they do come down to pick them up. Oh.
Thanks for the tip.
You're welcome. So, what's been happening out in the world? There was rumor that the Avatar came back. Is that true?
Surprisingly, yes.
Ah, good. Is he going to help us?
I sure hope so.
Dan, it's dark in here. Can you make me an awareness check? And I'll actually let you use your max die on this.
Okay. Can I use insight?
Yes.
9.
Okay. So, this elderly guy that's talking to you, got a long beard, scraggly hair, the mustache that probably at one point was finely waxed has since, just kind of exploded onto his face like paintbrushes now. And as he's talking to you, if he wasn't coughing, the general sound of his voice and his general appearance, you kind of recognize this guy.
Hey, where did you say you were from again?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not actually from one location. Some would call me and my group vagabonds. I'm sorry. I am the head of the Flying Opera Company. My name is Sagan.
Was that the name that the other guy gave?
Ringmaster Sagan, yes. And now that you're looking at him, if he was cleaned up and shaved, identical. But this guy is clearly dirty and clearly has not, been able to, tidy himself up for months.
Wait. You're Sagan.
The one and only.
Huh. I assumed it was a fake. The other one was a fake identity, but I guess you are real. Well, then again, I guess Ming-Hua would have figured that out.
Ming-Hua? You know my dear sweet boy? Where's Ming-Hua?
How many cells over is Ming-Hua?
In your cell, actually, probably like underneath a pile of hay.
Oh. That was probably stupid of them to put me with Ming-Hua. He's actually back here with me.
Yeah, Ming-Hua has been much more gassed than you at this point.
Yeah, I probably needed a much stronger dose.
Yeah. This old man, Sagan, is going to be gathering people. And, there's, a few elderly people and a couple of, young kids. And they're all just, kind of looking over. They're like, see, Ming-Hua's come back to us. Just, trying to reach hands through the bars.
Are you all part of the Flying Opera Company?
Just the 8 of us are the only ones that are left. The others were carted off to labor camps. Even though most of us aren't benders. You need to be strong to work in a circus.
Do you have any idea where the camps are that they were sent to?
From one of my sources, I've heard there are a couple that are in the heart of the Fire Nation. They're mining something out of a volcano. I heard another one saying that there was something going on of interest over in the desert. But I don't know what they're doing there.
Well, it's a lead to follow up on, at least.
Follow up on? I'm sorry to say, my boy, but if I haven't been able to get out of here yet, with all the people in the world who answer to me, then I doubt there's much hope of escape for either of us.
Well, my hunch is right. There's at least a few lunatics on the way that are just going to try to break us out.
Well, there were a few lunatics in here who also tried to make a quick escape. He's going to say, gesturing at the far right tank on the back wall.
That's fair.
And inside of which you're just going to hear, hello!
God damn it.
Yay!
I was wondering.
Really?
Wait, Boomy?
Everyone's favorite is back.
My Christmas wish did come true.
I knew he was going to be here from the get-go.
Oh boy.
Hey there, Han!
Boomy, how did they get you? You're ridiculous.
I am ridiculous! The one with the fantastic mustache told me to train some kid. And I did. Then I went to sleep one night, and the next thing I know, I'm in here.
Huh.
That's why I haven't slept since then. And you just see there are these gigantic bags under his eyes that were not there the last time you saw him.
You mean the kind of bags he looks
He
like?
looks more like actual Boomy.
Yes, he looks much.
Yeah.
He looks much more like actual Boomy. I've been counting the drips of water from the ceiling. Do you know how many times it's dripped since I've gotten here?
A lot.
Too many!
Here's a question. Do I have my coin purse still?
You do not.
Fuck. Alright. Well, if we can get my coin purse back, buy cannon, we have some ammunition for Boomy.
I don't know about that.
No, I remember.
He has
I have,
the
I have
rocks in the
coins,
center of his coin.
He has
I have
rock.
coins
Yeah.
embedded with earth for bullshit.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous that I'm an earthbender.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I've been concocting a plan. I've been meditating on neutral gin. If we all just meditate together, sooner or later there will be an opening, and that's when we strike.
You know, that's not a bad plan.
The old man across from you was going to cough for a second and look up and say,
So, Han, was it?
That's right.
Would you care for a game of pie show?
Well, I can't say I've. Would I have played Pie Show at some point?
it's an air nomad favorite according to the wiki.
Okay. Sure. Although I'm not quite sure how to play across cells.
He's going to, snap his fingers, and there's going to be a guy in the cell next to you who's just going to hand you a bag of wooden pie show tiles. And he's just going to say, just mimic the board setup on both sides. We've got no way else to pass the time here.
Well, fair enough.
Would you mind if I go first?
Sure, go ahead.
Dan, you know which tile he's putting down first, right?
White Lotus.
White Lotus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Who would like to go next?
I guess we can keep this circular. Is there anyone left that hasn't gone or no?
Everybody's gone at this point. We can also reincorporate the guys who are external.
Yeah, so are we, like, reincorporating the guys that are external now? Are we keeping to prison?
It's up to you guys.
Like, I know what I'm going to be doing for my next action, my next turn, but, like, maybe we should go back to the people that are external and then go back to prison group just to, like, minimize waiting.
Yeah, going clockwise seems like a pretty good idea. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Hotaru, Yira, Nara. You guys are all back at full HP.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a couple of days flying. You're not sure.
Did making a pit stop help at all?
Oh, I'm sorry. You wanted to stop at Omashu.
Yep.
Are we stopping at Omashu? I think I missed something with that.
Yira wanted to stop at Omashu.
Basically, see if we can get in contact with, I don't know, the Earth King.
So
Also get supplies.
yeah. So as you guys are, I'm saying you can quickly get supplies. All of you make me an awareness check, please.
A what check?
Awareness.
Are we in green or yellow right now, Izzy?
You're in green.
Also, give me a second. Roll 20 is crashing.
No!
Can I just roll my physical dice and tell you what the result is?
Sure. But it's now got all the green and yellow effects on this thing. The macro is so pretty now.
I got a 4.
Action succeeds, but with a minor twist. Okay. Kenzie, how about you?
What am I rolling?
Some kind of awareness check.
Oh, some kind of awareness. I am very unaware of shit.
I need to stop rolling ones.
Intuition.
I got a 6.
6. Okay. And Nara, let me see what you got.
What are we? Yellow?
Green.
Green?
Green.
Green. Can I use, what did I say, otherworldly mythos?
No.
Damn it. Okay, I guess untrained quality. All 4s!
Okay, so you're all within the same threshold, which means you all notice the thing, and I'm pretty sure you guys are going... The twist is going to be pretty self-explanatory.
Oh shit, what's that thing?
Yeah, oh shit, what's that thing?
A thing?
So as you guys are collecting supplies, you're noticing, they've got, like, the usual billboards and flyers, notice boards, that's the word, at different parts of the town. And as you walk past them, I'm going to say Nara is going to be the one who catches her eye and just be like, oh, isn't that you? And you look up, and Yira, there are pictures of you. Wanted pictures. By declaration of the Earth King for kidnapping the Avatar. And has a picture of Karen as well. Pictures of Yira for kidnapping the Avatar.
Oh, Yira! I heard my name, sorry.
No. Nick, you're muted.
Sorry about that. It's like, well then. Are there anyone else also there?
So the 4 of you are there. BB is probably, like, in an alleyway somewhere, and, like, yeah, it's a bustling area. No one has seemed to take notice of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, that is there.
Well, good to know. We will have to be quick then.
That's quite the leap in logic there.
Probably.
Are we on our own then?
We appear to be on our own.
Okay.
Well, we have supplies.
Yeah.
That's the best we can do.
I'm going to say... Oops, sorry.
I was going to say, I suppose that means it's back to flying for us.
I mean, I was just going to say it takes you about a day from there to get to the fortress following the tracks. Which, because of timey-wimey hand-wavy stuff, I'm going to say is about the time where everybody else has been waking up and all their shit has been happening.
Yep, that makes sense.
For ease of my life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with this.
Yep.
So, made your way up there. You see the fortress. It is at the top of a cliff with a long metal bridge that leads into the main entryway. Mm-hmm. There are towers placed all around it. It looks like the far side, the south end, is still being built. And this is a structure pretty much entirely made of metal. But the south end is not completed yet, but doesn't look like it's, a priority to finish it, because the only way it leads to a sheer cliff face that then dives down into a open canal that feeds into the river. So no one's scaling that cliffside to get to them. The other thing you guys will notice is there is a Fire Nation warship that is coming in and docking. And Yira, because you are who you are, that I'm very shocked that you were one of the ones who got here. The Fire Nation warship, the flag it's flying is the Royal Crest.
Well, then.
Does that mean that's the Fire Lord?
It could be the Fire Lord, or it could be someone from the royal family.
Just
I would
not
recognize,
necessarily
I'd
him.
recognize the crest too, right?
Yeah, you would. You would. Nara would not. Terran would not. But yeah, the two of you would.
And he's like, "You're what? Is that? What's someone from the royal family doing here?"
That is an excellent question that I do not know the answer to.
Should we stay? Should we go? This is probably bad, right?
It got a lot more dangerous, that's for sure.
A lot more dangerous, but also probably.
I don't like the look of that. That's here. I can't do my earthbending there. There's no earth.
Nope. No, there isn't. It's designed that way for a reason. But
Do you
that's
know
what
about
this is for.
what is
Grabbing some of the supplies were, the ability to give Hotaru a backpack that she can fill with whatever she wants to.
this? I mean, you know what I'm going to fill it with.
Magma.
I do ask her, like, do you know what this place is, though?
First place, I want the place for a name. Fortress that we built up to ensure that we actually maintained control of this region.
Yeah, it was not nearly this complete when you defected. Like,
So
it was barely a blueprint at that point, Yira.
So it actually is designed to make sure earthbenders can't fight back, isn't it?
Designed to make sure earthbenders can't, and waterbenders would have a tremendously hard time.
Yeah, they would. So what's the plan?
Well, Izzy, from knowledge of how the Fire Nation builds fortresses, where are they likely holding prisoners?
So the dungeons are usually in the most decrepit sections. So usually the lower levels or the basements. Which, depending on the types of prisons, there are, the standard jail cells, which are opened and facing each other, and then there are, all the solitary rooms, if, you wanted to make sure people were not with each other, but those fill up usually fast. And it's usually just a labyrinth in the bottommost sections.
Well, and he said that there was a bunch that wasn't complete and still open to the air.
Yes, the south side is... it looks like they've gotten most of the panel... Excuse me. It looks like they've gotten most of the siding up on it. But there's like a solid, I'm going to say 20-foot section that's just opened that, they're still bringing materials into and welding them on. But no one seems to be in a real rush for it. Like they're really making it. You can see laborers in chains who are doing a lot of the grunt work, clearing off, the area. It just opens up to a 100-foot drop on a rocky cliff face that then would dump into the water below.
Fortunately for us, we're probably some of the few who can get in that method. But we don't exactly look the parts right now. And Nara, I think that's where some of your skills come in.
Want me to do super secret spy stuff?
No.
Oh.
I want you to go and steal us uniforms.
What's your size?
I just rattle off what uniform sizing we should probably get for everyone.
Okay.
I salute.
Okay.
Got it.
Are you sending Nara into the fortress or somewhere else?
I'm assuming that, like, Izzy, this is a fortress, but they still have to have, like, places that people live on the outside.
Yeah, there's got to be like barracks.
Yeah, like, it's not complete. There's barracks. There's definitely going to be, like, half structures put up for them to, like, I don't know, store all their slaves. And, a dock with everything.
Yeah.
Obviously,
once it's complete, it's going to be mostly self-sufficient. But yeah, the dock is actually where most of the stuff is, because that's where all the traded goods are. And it's heavily guarded, but not well fortified, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Nara's going to go steal you guys some uniforms?
Hell yeah, I am.
I'm going to give her a boost for, like, explaining how the common patrol patterns work.
Sure.
I am going to use Principle of Stealth.
Yeah, you are.
I'm going to cover her in dirt.
How the fuck do I do this again?
Hit the
How do I, put this in here again?
Hit the little print icon.
I don't see it. Ah.
Your Principle of Stealth, you mean?
No, I see it, but, all my 3 buttons are just, Is this it? Nope. Oh, no. Nope.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so Kenzie, you the print icon is to the right of where it says Principle of Stealth.
I found it. I'm good at this.
Good job. Good job.
I'm an IT. My job is with computers.
You are an IT.
I'm proud of you, Kenzie.
Oh my god.
So proud of you.
Good job.
I am going to use illusions, creativity, and we're in green.
You're still in green, yeah.
Kenzie, you have a +3 boost from me.
I'm gonna use that shit.
I think a +2 from me because.
So the reasons I'm using illusion is I am going to pull color changing powder and try to change the color of my hair and kind of give myself some different facial markings so that if anybody does recognize me, I hopefully can look not like myself enough to go kind of unnoticed.
Okay.
All right.
Show me 3 ones. Fuck
off.
I want the dice to do it now.
+3, so 10.
Plus another 2, so 12.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, because they both gave you a boost.
Hell yeah, I missed the second boost. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, you,
Okay, so I find where these barracks are, and I kind of, there's always, in the barracks, there's always, the supply area, so I just, managed to get into the supply area, and I see all of the, uniforms and racks, and I just, sneak back there, and I go, okay, so Yura said a size 14, and we gotta get pants for that, and I'm just, going through slowly and, picking out all the correct crap. I find boots, find hats, find pants, and I find shirts. I find fucking everything.
You find the
put it all in a sack.
You find the helmets with the face paints. As you're walking in there, someone walks past "Excuse me, could you get me a size 16 pants, please?"
You got it. 1 sec.
Thank you.
I come back and I hand them that. I'm like, next time you gotta fill out paperwork. Don't forget.
I don't like paperwork. Wanders out.
You know the rules.
The rules suck. We should burn down the establishment.
Yeah, man, go for it.
You want me to report your ass?
I'm sorry.
Encourage the anarchists.
Yeah.
Riot!
Shit.
Yeah, because it make chaos happen. That'll be great for us.
Fucking nobles think they can do whatever they want.
Excuse me? I'm not a noble. I've worked my ass off to be in this position.
No, the asshole that just came off the boat. They torched my pants. He's turning around. He's got a burn hole where his ass cheeks are. You can clearly see crack showing.
Well, then torch him back.
I can't.
You're a firebender, aren't you?
He's royalty.
That doesn't matter out here. We're all the same out here.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, no. Fuck that. Roll me persuasion. Roll me a persuasion.
I'm
No.
rolling suggestion and persuasion.
I think you just got an NPC killed.
Probably.
No, I think what we just happened is Nara caused a distraction.
That's a distraction.
Yep.
What just happened is Kenzie got her quote for the session.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So
True, Kenzie always has to have the quotes.
So yeah.
It's gonna be a mess for HR.
Yeah. This guy goes out and like, hey. You think it's funny that when you get your ass cheeks burned, it looks like he's about to go into a stance, and then as he's about to release a jet of fire, a bottle with 3 X's on it just comes flying and smashes against his head, and he just into the water.
A bottle.
A bottle.
Interesting. Ooh, can I make some Molotov cocktails?
I'm going to say not in the amount of time you have left.
That's fair.
If there's anything that is not terribly useful against firebenders.
All right, I go back and make sure everybody gets their clothes, and I also got clothing for myself.
Okay.
And I made sure to get a higher rank than them for my uniform that I could put on because I got ranks for everybody.
What?
You were the one who got the clothing, so sure. So yeah,
You all get... This is a military. Everybody has a rank on their fucking uniform, okay? So, I went with a higher rank for myself.
You definitely did it years ago. Nara, do you have any idea what the codes they're going to ask you are for that uniform?
Yes. Yeah. No.
Unfortunately, it's sewed onto the uniform, and you would know this, Yira. So, Nara got the equivalent of a sergeant, and you two... Actually, did you get one for Taryn as well, or just for Hotaru?
I got enough for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, that definitely would have been get some for everybody.
Okay, so...
Wait, Sean, what are you rating in the memorable quote?
So the 3 of you are, privates to the sergeant.
I don't know. What did she get us? One of us higher ranked than the others?
Taran,
you know what? All of you
is a grunt. I basically got Taran the worst rank possible.
All of you roll me a d4, please.
Fuck.
Oh boy.
3.
Okay. So sergeant, private,
One.
private, private.
No, this is exactly what Nara did.
Taryn got a 2, which means he's a corporal.
Wow.
He is the Avatar, and you got to deal with it.
What are you typing? You're giving me anxiety.
The yes, no.
Oh.
Okay.
God damn it.
Okay, so, by the way, Nara, as you were walking back, there are, these 2 drunken guys in their late teens, early 20s, who were, stumbling their way onto the docks, and a bunch of, Fire Nation people are trying to help them right themselves as they wander up towards the facility.
Are they in uniform?
The drunken guys?
Yeah.
Yes, but they're not wearing helmets. So, they have very,
On a scale of 1 to 10, how drunk are they?
On a scale of drunk.
On a scale of drunk... Hold on a minute. Nara, what do you have?
Why?
Intuition plus, You have no quality to know what this would be.
Nope.
Untrained, please.
Yes, sir. Pretty good.
Yeah, for untrained, that's not half bad.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to drunk, they're beyond tipsy, but they're also incredibly belligerent, and as they say and do things that are incredibly stupid, no one is apparently giving them any flack as they're trying to assist them to get up. Even if they, like, grab their helmets and, like, spin them around on their head.
Are the people that are trying to, like, help them up, are they in uniform or are they civilians?
Everybody's in uniform on the stock.
Everybody's in uniform.
Everybody's in uniform.
Can I see their rank?
I'm
trying to figure out if the uniform I'm currently wearing outranks them.
It definitely does not.
Does not. Okay, then I'm
it
not going to do what I initially thought of doing.
No,
Nick, you probably have an idea of what I was thinking of doing.
No,
I knew exactly what you were thinking. It would have been great.
Kenzie, you know what, Kenzie? I'll do you a solid. Roll that same check for me again.
No. I am not that dumb that if their, like, stupid, like, pin is bigger than mine, I'm not going to think that I'm higher ranked than them.
So one of them doesn't actually have a pin. Like, there's no
That's
insignia.
worse.
There's no insignia rank on them at all.
No, if they're bold enough to be drunk as fuck in that kind of stuff and not wearing any rank, that's bad. They're high ranked then. They don't give a shit. Nope, I'm not going to do what I thought I was doing. So I'm going to mostly defer to Yura now, and, I'm just going to kind of, we're going to travel in a group, hopefully.
The plan is roughly wait till nighttime, actually get in through that hole, and, like, see if we can't find any of our friends.
Correct. Although, now that we are in uniform, I might try to, like, kind of sneak in and talk to some of the, like, lower ranking people and just kind of listen to gossip.
Okay, I'm going to actually put you guys on pause as you are getting dressed, as you see the drunkards slowly making their way into the fortress. By the way, and I'll give this to Yura and Hotaru for free, the drunkards came off of the recently docked Warship.
No.
Yeah. Like I said, for free. Should have been pretty obvious. Who would like to go next?
I guess that'll be me.
Okay, Kakan. So yeah, Colonel Aiko is, I'm sorry. I said Colonel, right? Or was it Colonel?
Yeah, Colonel Aiko. Yeah.
Colonel Aiko, okay. So many NPCs. Colonel Aiko is,
You did this to yourself, Izzy.
Mm-hmm. I actually didn't do this one to myself.
No, you allowed me to do things.
Fuck you. So Colonel Aiko is taking you around, and is pretty much very much talking up the Fire Nation to you, which you will probably agree with pretty much everything she is saying. But that is also going to expand upon your merits and contributions, especially recently. Saying how your loyalty was proved time and time again. And I've only heard only the best things from one of our agents about you. About how you sought to only protect Fire Nation lives. But I think we have a solution for your problems.
You do.
Indeed.
What? Colonel, where did you hear this? Who had briefed you on this assignment?
Oh, our spy master.
And that is...
I just realized what I'm about to do to you, and I'm sorry, Siki.
Okay. Now I'm scared.
Yep.
You should be.
Okay, hold on a minute. Let me open that sheet back up.
We only have Izzy to blame.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Yeah.
We always have Izzy to blame.
Yeah, that's the one constant in life.
That's true.
Our spy master. Our spy master, Major Hitu.
I can't fucking believe my stupid joke was right.
I can.
I mean, actually, I can.
You don't
God,
say.
Oh god,
I
I did a
can't-
5.0 joke too.
Yeah, you did. Oh boy.
Again, I was not expecting Ziggy to be the one here.
Why not? Who else
He's the one who's
would
been
do
directed here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also like the new person in the group. Why the
Yeah.
hell would they save him?
Okay. Well. Okay.
I was not
So
even,
mean.
I was not expecting the conversation to
how-
go this
how do-
route.
How to approach this? Yeah.
Don't immediately punch him when you walk into the room.
Yeah. Okay, Colonel. Oh, I assume that there will be a debriefing of some sort after this. I feel as though I need it.
Of course, we can put you in contact with Hitu. He said he has found a solution to your problem and was expositing on, the wonderfully useful information you had provided with them. And how, thanks to you, they found the whereabouts of, she's just, gonna spit, Yura's name out. As though, just saying her name, just, causes her physical pain.
Mm-hmm. Yes. That. And I have been currently assisting the Spy Master in this endeavor.
Even though it is rather unusual, but he insisted that we, you were not originally assigned to him, but he insists that your help, even though unorthodox as it is, because of the nature of his mission, claims that, you were nothing but an asset. And, as a result, he insists that, you stick with his company and, receive a promotion for it.
I would very much like to speak with the Spy Master.
Of course. I believe he's planning out his next mission. She's going to snap her fingers, and a couple of guards are going to come over and be like, please escort Captain Kakan to the Spy Master's quarters. I believe he has many things to discuss with him. A debriefing is, I believe, necessary.
Yes. Thank you.
If you will excuse... And Captain, please, when you are finished, come to me. We have some very important people who are arriving later today. And I'm confident they would... Well, I would venture to guess that they would be ecstatic to meet you. You are, after all, the future of the Fire Nation.
Thank you, Colonel.
And with that, she is going to turn and head out.
Khan is just kind of staring into the middle distance at this moment. And then he's gonna head. Yeah, he's definitely gonna head immediately to the Spy Master's office.
Yep. Nope. There are going to be two guys that are flanking you, and as you wander in, you've come into a room, dimly lit, except for a couple of lamps, lots and lots of shelves with tons of scrolls, and a couple of strange rocks on the table. And as you enter, the only other person in this room is Ringmaster Sagan.
Mm.
Ah, Kakan. Welcome. Please, sit down.
Khan will do so. So you are not, in fact, Ringmaster Sagan, then?
Presently I am. I can be a lot of people. That's my job.
I see.
I've had many roles to play. Believe it or not, before I started this, I was merely a humble patron of the arts that was just following around a circus, watching everything they did. Trying to figure out their mannerisms, their patterns, their little hand signals when they talk to one another. And now I've been to a multitude of towns throughout the Earth Kingdom. Confident I can put together a group that could blend in pretty much anywhere on the continent.
And by chance you happened upon myself.
Indeed. Very fortunate, I must say. Now, you are, after all, a person of interest. In fact, after we only were able to verify exactly who you were after you first spoke with Granny Wooba. He says with a smirk. But after that, well, we found out who you were, and after, well, I told you the tents have ears. You seem to have a heart that beats with as pure Fire Nation blood as any. And that would be a shame to go to waste. We're on the verge of something great, Kakan. Unifying all the nations under one banner. Our banner, he's going to say, gesturing behind him, and you see, the Fire Nation insignia hanging up on the wall. Imagine what this would mean for our country when all knees bend for the Fire Lord.
It is a wonderful goal. An admirable goal.
Indeed.
But, Spymaster, permission to speak candidly?
Granted.
I can only assume that you are aware of the circumstances of my departure from the Science Division.
From what was explained to me, you feared yourself to be a danger to those around you.
That is correct, and that has not changed.
Oh, but it has changed. You see, my dear boy, you've met me now. And I can offer you solace in knowing that unless you wish to turn your power onto others, you'll never have to do it again.
With all due respect, sir, if the director could not find a solution in my predicament, what makes you so confident you found one?
Because the director is digging in the wrong location. For some reason, he fears the sands of the Earth Kingdom. There's several people under my command that do not. He's going to say as he slams his hand down on the table, and you hear metal clinking. And he's going to lift his hand up. And on the table are going to be a couple of rings. Almost a dull silver color, but every time the light hits them, it's like a gleam of light goes from one side to the other, like a shooting star. These are the key to your salvation.
And they are...
They're rings, obviously.
Obviously. But I imagine somewhat special rings.
Yes.
Not unlike as I hold up my arm wraps to show the manacles underneath.
Ah, I figured the boys had given you something. Yes, similar make. But what you are wearing presently is a impure form of the metal. Tainted, probably from the intense heats of the volcanoes. But what you have here is pure and refined. And he's going to say as he, picks one up and flicks it, and it's going to make a high-pitched ringing sound. This, dear Kakan, is Spirit Ore. Found only in locations where spirits dwell, that have an innate connection to this world and to the other world. Now, while the impure version that you have currently wrapped around your wrists will help you contain, these can help you control.
I kind of motion to take the rings.
He's going to look at you. He's going to say, I will give these to you as a gift. However, I'm hoping you could repay that gift in kind. You see, I'm looking for something. Something that the director claims is very important. And I'm not sure what his machinations are. But I get the feeling if he gets it, only untold, unnecessary problems will arise.
Problems?
Problems. The director is a man of vision, and yet he refuses to share it with others. All I want you to do is act as you will. If you in fact agree to an assignment under me, you will merely have to report back to me every once in a while. And I'm giving you one very simple task. I merely want you to keep your eyes and ears opened. For the long-lost Sacred Orb of the Gajin village.
What?
And he's
An orb?
An orb, and he's going to slide 5 rings over to you, along with a rock with blue etchings in it. If you accept this, you're free to go on as you have. You may travel unimpeded. You have the protection due to your new status. A loyal Fire Nation soldier has nothing to fear from the Fire Nation. Are we in agreement?
I have one question, Spy Master.
Of course.
This mission,
Yes.
this orb,
Yes.
the director is looking for it?
He has been putting a considerable amount of resources into locating it, and has, for some unknown reason, refused to explain the reasoning why. Now, part of
you wish for it for similar reasons?
Kakan, I know you might not necessarily like me. I'm very good at reading people.
On the contrary, sir. It would appear I don't know you.
The closest people to me don't know that. Part of my curse and blessing, I believe. Not all could endure what I have gone through. But the director, I don't believe, has the best interests of the Fire Nation at heart. His blood is not on fire like yours and mine. But to what end? He has gained favor with the general, and in turn has gained favor with the Fire Lord. But yet, so many secret and hidden projects, so many things done without knowledge or approval from anybody, including his superiors. I don't want this man to get his hands on whatever this orb is, because I don't know what he will unleash if he gets it. I'm a spy master. If I can't understand a person's motives, especially one of our own, I view that as an issue. He's going to say as he pats you on the shoulder.
But sir, if this is on orders from the Fire Lord himself, should that not be enough?
My understanding is the Fire Lord has allowed the Science Division much more leniency without supervision. Several things they have done have been without the Fire Lord's direct approval. And unfortunately, the director has a powerful friend in the General.
General Sakam.
Yes. Tell me, what do you know of Avatar Roku?
I know that he delayed the initial invasion for a substantial number of years until he was quite old.
Indeed. Did you by chance know that he and the Fire Lord were at one point close friends?
That is documented, yes. It makes his betrayal all the more stinging to historians.
Indeed. But the catalyst, the eruption of that island, that wasn't natural. And I have no proof, but I believe that the Science Division had something to do with it. Now, granted, it has enabled the Fire Lord's dream to come true, but if they have that level of destructive potential and are willing to use it without orders or without even requesting permission from the Fire Lord, that, my dear Captain, is an issue.
Are you working under orders of the Fire Lord, sir?
My orders, my standing orders, are to root out trouble, and whenever there is an issue, to bring back proof to my superiors, or, if the case may be, directly to the Fire Lord. Unfortunately, what I lack now is proof. And that is what I would like your help with. Bring the Sacred Orb to me should you find it. If it is benign, it will be transferred into the Science Divisions. But I will make sure, and I want you to hold me accountable for this, you will also make sure that if this thing is located and delivered to the Science Division, the Fire Lord will know of its existence and know where it is currently located.
What will happen to those that were captured today? Those I was interacting with.
Unfortunately, the people of great interest are no longer with us. The other citizens of the Fire Nation will be given similar opportunities as yourself. Rejoin our ranks, spread our glory. Those who are not of our nation, if you have some level of attachment to them, I could see about setting them up somewhere comfortably in the colonies.
On the contrary, sir. I believe I have an idea that may prove more useful.
Oh, excellent.
If you would, I would ask that you release them into my custody.
Persuasion.
Oh, fuck.
Somebody else doesn't have the skills they like to use.
Nope.
You can always spend your collection.
You could only...
Yeah, I mean, I have to roll first, right, before I declare that, or no?
Yeah, then you can say, oh god, what are you even going to be...
Collection also only lets you change one die to its max value.
Yeah.
And unless
you
you have
can
a
also use a
principal, that
bonus.
means mid.
Well, I mean, you should try to like roll this as an overcome if you can.
Yeah, no, this is good.
Throw-
This,
throw
this-
this-
Yeah.
Can you apply either of your principles?
Throw a large bonus.
No, not really. I mean, I kind of, well, lore-wise, I kind of can use Principle of the Everyman, but
for this...
because it's so specific, I don't know if it's...
Ziggy, I will allow it.
Okay, then I will use Principle of the Everyman to help overcome this.
Okay.
Crap, how do I add this to the thing?
The little print icon should be right next to the principal. Why does your sheet not have any print icons in green? Is that a bug?
Probably.
Okay.
Wait, do I have any print icons?
There's no print icons
Yeah.
next to Ziggy's green abilities, but they're there
Nope.
for the yellow and the red. All right, don't worry about it. I know what it is.
That sounds like a bug.
That does sound like a bug. Okay, so I'm just gonna roll and just I'm gonna use the overcome here.
Sure. Well, if you want to use a bonus that you've been saving up, you have to declare that before you roll, though.
Then yes, I will definitely do that. Crap.
Things. Fuck it up.
I wrote I'm gonna use my +4 bonus here.
Sure.
So that's that.
And what are you? Yep. Okay.
So I have to go untrained here, but I'll use my background.
Fire Nation soldier.
And green now because we're in green, right?
Yep.
So, okay. Rolling. And then +4, right?
Yep. So that's a 10 right now, which is it's a success. If you want to use a collection to bump it up to 8, it will be succeeds beyond expectations.
Do it.
Just to be safe, yeah, I'll do it. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, collections are use them or lose them by the end of the.
Okay, then I'll definitely use them. Yeah.
He's like, I'll have a word with the colonel. See what happens. If these people are, well, unnoteworthy as the ones that came in with you were, I see no reason why they can't be released to you. After all, the real targets at the circus was Yira and the girl.
Yes.
Well,
Commander Vieira.
I mean,
And the girl. And yeah, as Kakan remembers,
They're definitely talking about me, right?
No, as Kakan remembers what was said and what he thought was a fit of teenage hyperbole,
Nope.
may not have been.
nope.
Uh,
I love the connections here. That works out so well narratively.
yeah, he's just gonna be like a pity. The family reunions would have proved to be so fascinating. But yes, we will have a conversation with Colonel Aiko. And again, take this with you. And he's going to say, handing you a rock and the rings.
I will take the rock and rings gratefully. Start to wear them.
Okay, he's actually going to tell you what the rings do.
Okay.
The rings will absorb any innate additional bending that you have. So, like, anything that is unintentionally being leaked out of you, they will absorb.
Gotcha.
They can only hold a certain amount. So, eventually, you will have to dispense that energy.
Out of the rings themselves?
Out of the rings themselves. It's usable by any bender. Heck, if you gave the rings to a non-bender... used to great effect, I might add. They too can bend for a short period of time.
Wait. No
one's happy in this session, Wex. And as for the rock, once a day, no matter where you are, if you etch your finger along the blue lines, you'll be able to communicate with me, and he's going to hold up a similar-looking rock.
Okay.
Make sure to put it somewhere safe.
I hate you, Izzy.
Now, put on a shirt and...
He did warn us that this was going to be the result.
Now, put on a shirt and come out with me. I believe some royalty has arrived, and I'm confident the commander would love to meet you.
Sure. And I'll stand and salute.
And yeah, he's going to have you follow him out after saluting back. Ziggy, do your charred pants actually have any pockets?
At this point, probably no.
Okay, I'm just gonna say that you toss.
I'm sure I could probably get a new uniform here somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna say for the time being, you're gonna toss that stone into that bag you picked up 2 sessions ago.
Sure.
By the way, as you do so, you notice light coming out of that bag.
I'm not going to react while the spy master is here.
Yeah, and zip that up, and he's going to walk out and lead out, and I think we have enough time for Rizik and Han real quick, because I'm not sure how much more we... Actually, Rizik, I'm going to save you for next time, because I'm pretty sure we're doing all the simultaneous everybody gets out of prison plans next week.
See, one of my plans... My next steps were to try and find either the other jail cells, the armory, or the vehicle bay.
All right, Rizik, I'm actually going to jump to you real quick. Make me
Jailbreak Thomas.
Make me an overcome check.
Okay, can I use discovery for this one?
Yes.
Because I'm trying to figure out the... I think then it would be lightning calculator, former weapons engineer, and status, because I have some idea how a base would be set up.
Yes. Perfectly reasonable.
Okay, I will take that 8.
Action completely succeeds. Okay, so as you're running around, relatively ducking guards, shockingly, there hasn't been an alarm sounded yet. And you, hear far behind you, the voice of Rianne with, a couple of other footsteps, just like, Rizik, come on, be reasonable about this! And, as you keep running, you just hear him getting, farther and farther away because this place is built like a maze. Eventually, you will stumble onto what is a overhanging balcony looking down onto one of the fields, and you do see the tank train, the vehicle bay.
Okay.
So the important things to note there is you're not at it yet, but it's a ways away. The Francto posters that have been
removed.
Have been completely removed.
Of course they have.
In lieu of, banners, Fire Nation, and there's a bunch of troops in this vehicle bay area, all standing at attention as some people are, walking down a red carpet to, look at this. There are a couple of engineers, though, that are ignoring all these proceedings. And, it looks like the siding on the engine part of the tank train has been removed. And it looks like they are trying to disconnect that metallic sphere on the inside. And
Seeing as how one of my thoughts for this would be to steal the part that is actually Thomas and leave with that.
Okay.
That isn't the worst case scenario.
Sean, actually, I'm going to ask, do you want this nasty bit of news privately or publicly?
Publicly.
Publicly? Okay. So, as they're trying to get this thing out, another guy is coming over with a hand cart. Similar-ish size to the orb that Thomas is in, but there's a lot more rivets in it, and you can see what appears to be a one of those little window slots that you would see in something that just you can close it, it's just metal, and then you open it up and you can see inside. Presently it's opened. And I'm actually going to... Nah, no awareness check needed. Inside of which, you see a very gaunt-looking but sleeping person whose hair is standing on ends, and it looks like energy is kind of arcing between cathodes on the exterior.
Oh boy.
Oh, fuck. They are still taking human resources very literally and being horrendously bad at it about it.
Yeah, and as those two very important people are, marching up towards the bay, the engineers are going to look at each other and just be like, oh shit, and they're just going to, like, slam the thing shut so no one can see inside of it.
Yeah, my next plan would be try to disguise myself as an engineer to get closer to the area, but, like, we can hand off to Han to finish things off now.
Okay. And, yep, last but not least, Han.
How'd the Pai Show game go?
Let's make a roll!
Fuck, what do I roll for this?
You tell me. What do you want to argue? Just so you know, he just rolled a 12.
I don't think it matters too much then.
Okay. Well, it's either he's going to curb stomp you or he's going to be...
4, so presumably he curb stomps me, because I'm the Rusty and Pai Show.
Yeah, he curve stomps you. He's like... well, you... yeah, you lasted longer than the kids.
That's not too much comfort, but you play very well.
Got a lot of time to play in here.
Oh, actually, I know what's happening to you, Han. Another person in your cell is waking up. Looking around. And just, like, grabbing her face and, like, looking up and, like, making eye contact with you and running over and just being like, what is this place? Why is it so terrible? Like, help me, please! I can't... It's Kono.
Oh.
Please, help me. I can't stand it in here! There's no solace! No comfort! She's just gonna start crying into you.
Just breathe.
I need comfort. I can't give comfort, and there is no comfort to be had here.
You can't give comfort if there's no comfort existing in a place?
There's none here. Actually, make me an insight check real quick, Dan.
Sure.
This is a place of pain and suffering. Look around you. No one could find comfort here.
6.
Succeed, but with a minor twist. Kono seems off. Like, every time you've looked at her previously, even if it's been, like, in a very disgusting situation, she's always been pristine and drop-dead gorgeous. But in here, like, especially, like, in this scenario, her hair is fraying at the ends, her skin is almost taking on a grayish hue, and her eyes are bloodshot as she looks around wildly. She's just going to start sobbing in your arms.
Are you... What's happening? This isn't like you at all.
What do you mean this isn't like me? This is exactly like me! Why was I taken here?
I think you might have just gotten caught up with us. I suspect they were mostly trying to get the Avatar and some of the Fire Nation fugitives from our group.
Wait, Avatar? Fire Nation fugitives? Well, that's a story you should share, my boy.
I'd rather keep it quiet for the moment. I wouldn't want wouldn't want anyone else here to get pumped for information.
He's going to look around. They've taken all we can give, son. Look at us. Most of us are barely holding on. Just empty shells of what we used to be. We had a life. We had it made. And now... well... I don't want to rot in this cell forever. Just give us a glimpse of hope. Please.
Well, we, my group's been traveling and, among other things, trying to find the Avatar. We actually, were working with Boomy independently. He had gone one way or another.
Yep, that's right!
Apparently you found them first.
Well, yeah. Didn't have a chance to train him. I didn't think he was the Avatar at first. Lousy bender. All he could do was Earth. And he wasn't even very good at it.
Well, given that he was running around with the... well, at least the leadership of the flying opera company he was with was fake. I imagine he wasn't getting a lot of good training before you came along.
Didn't look like he was getting any training, to be honest.
Yeah, I suspect that's part of the grift. They probably tried to recruit strong benders, and then would have whisked them away to here, presumably.
You hear a lot of affirmation from the other cells.
But you're saying it's true? The Avatar is out there?
Well, unless you know some other means of a kid being able to bend all the elements, I would say so.
He'll save us then. Just gotta hold on to hope for a little bit longer. And pray to the spirits that he'll come through for us. We'll taste freedom again. He's just gonna say, like, trying to reaffirm people around him. Cut back outside to Taryn. So we going in? And I think that's where we should end session for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Was not as terrible as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Now you have to tell us who you thought was going to be split up.
Yeah, I want to know. You promised.
But I promised after game, not this session.
Time to
No,
copy.
no.
my-
Yes.
No way.
I'm not saying what if. I'm not doing the what if game. I have
Yes, you literally are. You said
You don't have to say what the consequences would be.
I
just
have
who you expect.
now edited my replies from last week's question to have my actual answers.
Oh.
You don't have to explain why you thought that. We just want to know who you thought.
Okay. My thought was it was going to be Han, Hotaru, and probably Nara.
That escaped.
That escaped, and that would be
Yay! I made it out!
Russ, you expected this to be a lot more selfish.
I did because I expected after you guys realized how much damage was incoming and that you guys would have been like, okay, we get one or two people out, crap, time to GTFO. But, yeah, so, character growth for Han
Yay!
as a result. Which, I'm glad you dropped the bison whistle to Taryn because I actually didn't have a way of getting everybody to this spot if they didn't have access to BB.
Steal a boat.
It could have worked.
I figured it seems like an appropriate thing to do in the moment.
Yeah. So, yeah. What are we calling this session, everybody?
I won't go back to prison.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And you guys have earned 4 hero points, according to my notes. And as per usual, the general questions are, what did you learn, what do you want to know more about, and where do you think this is going? Was the info dump too strong this session, or was it just right?
Oh, I learned a whole lot.
I think there was one particular horror that we wish hadn't been revealed.
I'm curious which one you're talking about.
The
Also,
fact that you also managed to cram Hitu into this game.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
the Izzy verse that I'm unaware of that you keep jamming into this game that's giving everybody else like fucking PTSD.
If it makes you feel better, Kenzie, I'm in the dark with this guy too.
he was proto Terran.
Yeah, he was.
Wait, so Terran's not the actual avatar?
If that's what you think.
I don't know, that's what Wex put.
Oh, we've already got responses? Cool.
Did no one else make that connection?
No.
No, not really.
Oh,
No.
we'll go first.
Oh, Nick
Okay,
also said
I can
similar.
add the guess of.
Yeah, no. He said it. We'll get to it. He said it to Kakan, and as soon as he said it, fuck. I realized.
Okay, here's the thing about that. I wasn't in the room, so my brain was like, I don't have to pay attention to any of this.
I love and hate how you can do that, Kenzie.
Yeah,
I really
I
do.
guess
Because
that's
on some cases, in some cases,
Yeah.
in some cases, I'm like, it's fantastic because you don't pay attention. On other hands, you're not paying attention to plot.
Sorry!
And then it's like,
I wasn't there! I feel like my ADHD works against me.
so let's go from front
That
to back.
happens with me sometimes as
I
well.
don't know, you guys just fade into noise in the background until I hear my name, and then I'm like, huh?
Yep, I know. I could make a compilation because that is actually a response whenever I call Nara. Is huh? So speaking of which, Nara.
Some days it's I'm tired, and other days I'm actively like, alright, I can tune this out.
Hey Nara, what did you
What
learn?
did I learn? I learned my dad loves me enough to get me to safety and to sacrifice himself for the good of the group.
Yep. What do you want to know more about?
I want to know more about the military structures so that I can bullshit better.
Talk to Yira at the beginning of next session.
Got it.
And where do you think this is going?
The best breakout that's ever been seen
Actually,
or heard.
I'm actually looking forward to this. All right, let's see. Rizik, what did you learn?
Stealing the prototypes set them back far less than I would have liked, and they really can't stop doing horrible experiments.
What do you want to know more about?
How to free Thomas and any other power sources of theirs. Also, I need to figure out more things to justify MacGyvering. Also, what/who is Thomas, since they don't think Thomas was human, but based off other stuff, sounded like he was.
Fair.
I would think Ain with the dredged out of ocean if we didn't already get some stuff that would dismiss that as an option.
Fair. Where do you think this is going?
This fort/prison will somehow end up on fire. Yes, I know it is mostly metal, but still.
That's fair. Otaru, what did you learn?
I knew he wasn't the Avatar, is he? I knew it! Trusted my instincts the whole time! God damn you!
Guys, I asked you this when you first met Taryn. Would I really be this cruel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you would.
But you took it further in that you actually kind of got us to believe it, and then pulled the wolf from under us anyways!
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you!
Yeah.
Wait, so I'm confused.
Do you
How?
want the explanation?
Oh, because of the stone things?
No, well, not the stone things, but more the fact that Hitu, the spy master, was there. That a lot of his people had replaced the circus, and that they apparently didn't care that
No.
Terran was there, among other things.
It's nothing. That's part of it, but that's not what it is. It's the
Yeah.
wristbands.
It's the wristbands that I
Yeah,
was
the
debating making him
stones.
remove at one point, but I
Yeah.
eventually decided
He's
not
never
to.
removed them. The wrist. Think about his description.
Oh,
They absorb
right.
ambient bending. All he is
Yeah.
doing is bending our afterglow.
Mm.
Oh,
why
because he
can-
always went after somebody.
That's why he
Yeah.
specifically bent the weird things we did. Why he could do your bending, because he's just bending what he absorbs. That's it.
Interesting.
And it's because he's always wearing those rings. Which, guess what? He too gave him to control his powers. Quote.
Izzy, that's a fascinating thing to throw in there. That's really cool.
I've been trying to figure it out this whole
Does
time.
that actually exist in Avatar somewhere?
No.
Earth,
But-
fire,
Okay.
wind, water, heart by your powers combined?
Not
No, that does not in fact exist in Avatar.
That's a really inventive thing to put in there. That's really cool.
Thank you.
Angry he used to trick us, though.
I'm just a moron, and
Well, you also weren't paying attention. so-
Yeah, I was wondering at first if it let him.
to be like, ooh, stones or something can give people other things. I just totally forgot he was wearing these stupid
See,
bands.
my first thought was with the fact that other circus members wore them, was that each other circus member would also have the bending, and he was borrowing it from them. But
I also want to point out, I picked a fucking 8-year-old, so the fact that I don't know anything is canon.
Yeah, but as soon as Izzy told Ziggy the description of that, it just clicked. I'm just like, God damn it, Izzy.
Yeah.
I've actually been I've been dropping a few hints for like the past 5 sessions, but
You think we get hints? Sorry,
no, I actually said this. I think there's a quote. I think it's the first quote, memorable quotes, which Laura quoted of me, where I said, I think I might be playing the villains too competently. From back in session 0.
Yep.
He definitely, at the end of these, he goes to Scarlum and is like, God, I left them so many hints. And Scarlum is like sitting there like, yeah, they're all morons.
Scarlum is
the
one of the
way
people
that the villain's too competent was when we decided to try running away on an island, and they were like, fuck, how do we get off the island?
The boat was right there.
But let's probably
You unloaded the boat.
We're so smart.
Okay, question 2. I'm sorry, Wex. Question 2. What do you want to know more about?
Less angry element. I really want to know what on earth they want to get from the desert. Like
The library.
Yes, but again, the library has a lot in it. What do they want out of that? Like, they seem to have very specific goals, especially the spy master, and I'm curious.
I would probably guess the fucking planetarium thing in it.
And I don't feel like Izzy repeats like that.
That's true.
I mean, I gave you one other drop, which none of you have apparently mentioned yet in your comments, even though you made a big deal about it when I said it. Moving on.
You make a big deal about a lot of your shit.
You do.
Yeah, a lot happened this session.
Oh, one thing that you made a big deal about.
Izzy, if I tried to obsess over the entire web you construct for these games, my brain would explode.
So is Terran
It's a full-
at the vendor at all?
Would you like to know the sad part?
Sure.
This web's been spun since session 1.
I fully believe that. I
have a question. Was Terran any kind of bender at all before he got to the fucking?
Definitely not. That's entirely what the ringmaster spy master was implying.
Okay.
Yep.
He's like, if you give it to some without bending, interesting effects. As soon as
They
he
just
said that,
plucked him out of nowhere and we're like, here you go.
Taran has given you guys insight as to his backstory.
Yep.
I see.
There is a little bit.
Yeah.
Number 3.
I'm sorry. Let's continue, X. I apologize. Where do you think this is going?
Guy's getting benched and left in the forest as soon as we learn certain things in character. Also, crazy hectic prison breakout hijinks.
Fair. All right. Let's see. Yira, what did you learn?
Well, as the thing that we just discussed, Terran probably isn't the Avatar, and boy is the Science Division up to some fucking shit. Maybe I'm gonna get to kill a prince also. Who knows?
Right, we can totally deviate from canon if that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to know more about?
The Spy Master. Also, what the flying fuck is my sister doing?
The thing that Izzy really dropped that we forgot about was the whole where they got Thomas's soul from.
Yeah, I commented on that briefly.
Also, what's going wrong with the military if they're buying that Nara's a sergeant at 10?
Nick, your sister.
look old for my age?
Your sister?
1 minute. I thought no. Izzy wasn't Kaori in Experimental Weapons Division.
Yes, Kaori was an Experimental Weapons Division. Sorry.
That is what I meant.
Okay, yeah. She had not shown up on screen, so I was confused, because other backstory people had shown up for you.
I might have misremembered the name.
Well, it's not the same rank, but she's moved up. It's your first NPC.
Okay. No, that's who is here right now.
Yes.
I meant the one who was there at the beach landing.
Yeah, no, that was Kaori. So what do you want to know more about?
That's the one I'm wondering, what the flying fuck are you doing?
Yep, so what else do you want to know more about?
Oh. Have things gotten even worse? Also, why are we in the Matrix?
What?
Human batteries.
Yes.
Oh! Derp. Where do you think this is going?
Can we burn metal?
Me and Nick are on the same page here.
The answer to that is just straight up no, but okay.
I'm willing to take a crack at burning metal.
Yeah, that seems possible.
Please don't destroy this fortress before the blue spirit breaks Aang out of it in episode 16.
Aang's already dead. Nothing matters.
Fair.
I'm willing to melt cannon into the ground.
I mean, we already have, so...
What did you learn, Dan?
Well, Izzy is even more evil than we thought. And Han is surprisingly more selfless than I had planned at the start of game.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm a little shocked at that, but all good.
Growing into a father.
You basically threw a family unit at Han, and it kind of worked.
Everybody else threw a family unit at you. I just supported it.
Well, it worked.
It worked. What do you want to know more about?
Mostly what the Spy Master's motives are, because, like, I mean, now, and I didn't actually make the Avatar connection until it was started getting discussed as well. But yeah, it's still kind of unclear what his end goal is. And that's going to be important down the line.
Mm-hmm. And, where do you think this is going?
Well, I think Kakan's plan is probably going to be the one that's most successful. So I'm going to see if we can bluff Boomy and as many of the Flying Opera Company out as possible and say, hey, they're with us.
Yep. I cannot wait for you guys all get out, and then we break Thomas out.
The gears in my head are turning, and I'm just like, fuck, how weird is that going to be if this succeeds? And I'm like, you know what? I'll deal with it next week.
Yep.
I will find it hilarious if, like, everyone except Rizek gets out through the Kakan plan.
So the problem is team infiltration.
Yeah, that's the problem.
There are 3 separate escape plans going on at the moment.
Like, no one's dumb enough to break into this facility. Meanwhile, you've got Sergeant Nara wandering around with just like, you two, work.
Prison hijinks.
I really wanted to walk up to those drunk ones and be like, what are you doing?
Kenzie, I'm not going to stop you from making that decision next week.
We might.
No, I made that decision because I wanted to know what their rank was, and I'm not that dumb.
They had no rank listed. Anyway, Kakan, what did you learn?
Yeah, Nara's run scams on people. She knows what happens there.
Alright, so Kakan learned that Yiro was right somewhere. There is something seriously wrong in the Fire Nation, but Kakan can't tell exactly from where yet. Also, what the hell is Terran?
Terran is Terran.
Terran is Terran. For number 2, holy shit, was Hotaru not exaggerating? Also, what are the directors and the Spy Master's true goals?
Good question.
And for where we think this is going, an attempt to get the group out of prison peacefully, that is not going to go well.
Yay.
Yep. Okay. Well, I think that just about sums it up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hope you guys had a good time in what I would argue would have been the worst, could have been the worst section in the game.
Oh, easily could have, but, we made decisions.
Yes, you made decisions.
We made the best out of a poor situation.
You made decisions I was not expecting, and...
Are you expecting me to get out of myself?
Does it matter what I was expecting? You got out of your cell.
Yes.
Yes, it does. We need to know, Izzy.
Everything you guys have done this session has surprised me.
Aww.
Yay.
We can still surprise him, guys. Go us.
That's the strength of being a player.
I mean,
That's
yeah.
how
High
we're
five,
going to circumvent the fact we're all so stupid is by consistently surprising Izzy with the decisions we make.
I mean,
He's like weaving this amazing tapestry of like crazy bullshit, and we're just like the dumb idea.
I mean, here's the thing. You guys are surprising me, but nothing you have done has thrown me off.
See,
We
the
have to
next
work
thing
harder.
we need to do is just hand Terran a sword and just set him loose.
No,
Yep.
no.
You need to set the sword on fire first.
Oh,
What I need to do...
twice.
I'm debating whether or not I need to go through and just marathon through MacGyver, so I just have ideas.
Just honestly, don't even watch the
Isn't there a reboot?
watch. They used to do commercials for MacGyver where like they would just be like, MacGyver's in this situation, and all he has is bubble gum, a pen, and a pair of scissors. How will he get out of this one?
And a
they're like,
cell phone.
there weren't cell phones.
I know.
And then like they literally a second later would just like go over how he does it. Like the commercial like spoiled the whole episode. I don't understand it and I don't remember it super well, but they did have commercials that were just that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bet you could find a whole set of them and just watch it for like an hour.
Good old MacGyver.
We could probably do something like that.
Also, some of you, when you get out of here based off of the situation, some of you may be forced to swap out powers. As a heads up.
Oh yes, I am expecting that there's very good odds I will no longer have a signature vehicle die after this.
No, I like Thomas.
I'm not saying this because Thomas is going to be dead. I'm saying it because odds are Thomas is either in the box and we've left with him just in the box, or Thomas has been freed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm suspecting the same.
All right. Well, it's 10:18, so I need to go to bed because I wake up early.
You are adult.
I'm
I
an
should
adult.
go figure out dinner.
Yep.
You haven't had dinner yet?
Okay, so I finished work around 5. Shortly after 5, I have like my weekly call with people I know from my previous job that I still hang out with.
Before we get into this, everybody say
And
goodnight
then
to the recording.
I leave that to come
Good
here.
night, recording.
Good night,
Recording.